Let's do it.
Leak better take off. Leak better take off. Leak better take off.
Yes. We're on the sexy time right now. Yeah, definitely, yo. Shoot, just want to give a shout out to everybody that's watching right now, pulling up for the show, because we got a good show for y'all tonight. So just tune in, park it, and be prepared to laugh your butt off, but also walk away with some gems in your back pocket. So come on and take this grown and sexy ride with us, man.
Yeah, definitely. Grab your drinks because we're gonna have one hell of a show tonight. You'll probably grab your popcorn because there will be a lot of tea. You will not be disappointed. Trust me.
Not at all, because the stuff that we talking about tonight, oh Lord, is absolutely insane. But it's gonna keep you entertained and keep you informative, and also give you that grown and sexy spin to it. You know what it is.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And hopefully, everybody shows up tonight. And I don't want to see nobody who's supposed to be up on this channel in the chat. You better come up here. We got 10 spots, so you were invited. We need you up here.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We like, it's one thing if you got something you got to do that's important. I mean, you know, life happens, so we ain't gonna fault you for that. But if you down there in the chat and you know you supposed to be up here with us, it's like, what you doing, man? What you doing?
Yeah, exactly. And people.
Salute to the big homie Auntie. He sent over somebody that's brand new to the channel, to the show. Salute to you for coming through tonight. Hope you stay tuned in, locked in. Grab you some nice cold beverage, get you something nice to eat on, sip on, whatever, and enjoy grown and sexy conversation tonight.
Listen, Toya is not new. Toya been coming to my channel a while ago a while ago, and I don't know what happened to her, but I'm glad to see her back. Thank you, Auntie, for sending her over. And thank you for all the new people who's pulling up as well.
Well, in that case, welcome back.
Right. Exactly.
Welcome back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as y'all already know, the music has stopped playing, so let's not waste no more time and get right into the festivities.
It's time! For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, let's get ready to rumble!
Hey, y'all.
What's going on, everybody? Salute to everyone that's on this panel tonight. For real.
And why don't I see y'all cammed up? If you want a panel, you should be cammed up unless you're a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
So we will wait until you guys cam up.
Happy life. Don't be over there playing no Call of Duty, man. We need you cammed up right now. We ain't got time for that PlayStation stuff or Xbox stuff. Come on. Oh.
And we are waiting. Oh, we got.
Oh, my bad.
Hi,
got
Happy
that.
Life.
There you go.
Thank you. Why don't you want to cam up? You look great. You look great.
You muted, Happy Life. You're muted, my guy.
Unmute yourself, please.
I think he was frozen. Okay, there we go. Hi, Happy
I'm
Life.
here.
All right, man.
Hello.
We see you.
What's up?
He don't got his glasses on today. Where your glasses at? You can see?
Man, I'm shy, man. Y'all put me on the spot, man.
You
I
good. You look
mean,
great.
but
How do you
dude,
think
you was
I
on.
felt?
I mean, but dude, you was a part of the very first grown and sexy conversations where you had the cam up. So why are you acting like this is new?
There you go.
I don't know.
Look, here's the deal.
Hey, Auntie.
I'm gonna say this right here, and I get it. Game changing already explained why he don't do it. But anybody, any damn man that doesn't like seeing his own self staring back at him in a computer screen has no right critiquing women about anything. And I'm gonna stand on that.
True.
It's
Y'all
just
heard
you
it
and
here
your
first.
computer, bro.
Yeah,
We're just
that's
on the
true.
screen. That's it. We ain't there with you, bro.
Yeah, we're not in
I'm
the
saying
same
that to
room with you.
everybody.
Yeah,
Cam up.
that
H&M.
means you too, H&M.
Leo
Because I get
Anthony.
it, though. I came up
I'm
often.
at
I can
work,
get
so I can't.
roasted. It is what it is. I
Oh
can't
yeah,
help
that's
how I
right.
look.
Yeah,
I can't help it. I mean, I guess I could help it. I can groom a little bit better, whatever. But this is the face I done had all my damn life. So, I mean, you can only roast me but so much. I got to live with this face. So,
yeah,
and I've lived with
yeah.
it for a while now. So, there's nothing that you can say to me that I don't have to look at every damn day.
And I think
Right.
we should all feel that way. We should love what we got going on. So, Leo Anthony.
Leo probably doing some
I'm just kidding. I
figure.
do like to see myself in the cam every now and then.
Michael. Hi, Michael.
Salute to Michael for the $5 super chat right there. Go ahead and read that, girl.
Salute. Thank you, Michael, for the $5 super chat. He says, I don't want no smoke. Good. We glad you don't want no smoke. And thank you for the first donation to the channel. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Salute, homeboy.
All right. Leo, you there? You there, Leo?
Going once.
Yeah, I just got home, just doing some stuff in the background, but I'm here.
Okay. When you
Yeah,
get
I
a
figured
chance,
you were doing something.
yeah, when you get a chance, come on camera whenever you get yourself situated. We want to see you too.
Okay.
All right. So you want to say hi to all the early birds that came through, Killer?
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get these early birds on up in here the right way. Let's go ahead. Okay, first off, we got Cuzzo from Cleveland, Ohio, just like your boy up here, Culture Invasion Podcast, aka Cuzzo, man. He says, let's kick this night off right as you hit the chat. Don't forget to boot the like, share, subscribe, ring the bell. Just like he said, man. Y'all gotta hit that, man. Y'all gotta do it.
Definitely. Salute to you.
So salute to you, Cuzzo. And then of course we got Kawhi Caramel Kisses in the building. Salute to you. She says, hey, Killer Swag 216 Culture Invasion Podcast. Salute to you, girl. I see you in the chat. Always showing up for the show. Appreciate you.
Salutes.
And then we got the homie Kevin Murray in the building. Said, please support the channel. Hit the Cash App or Super Chat. Cash App, basically $ Melody Show. So that's all y'all gotta do, fellas.
Yes,
If y'all
and
wanna,
also give
if you,
views too.
exactly. And then of course, let me see, Culture. He got both of our cash apps in here right now, so that's right. And of course, we're gonna have everybody else's cash apps up as well, so that way you don't have to donate to just us. You can donate to everybody that's up here on this panel. So mods, do what you gotta do. Put all of their Cash App links in the chat so that you can donate to everybody on this platform for giving their gems on this show, man. We ain't trying to be stingy with our money. We trying to share the wealth, because that's what we doing up in here. Okay, and then of course we got Cynical. Salute to you, day one supporter, man. Appreciate you for always coming through for the shows, man. Always.
Salutes.
Okay, let me see if I see anybody. Okay, we already said Toy the tutor, so salute to you again for pulling up to the show and welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay, of course we see Happy
Welcome
Life in
back.
the chat, but you know he's right here, so we ain't got Salute, happy life. All right, let me see if I see any of them. Okay, H&M in the chat. Salute to you, even though he's at work right now. So he said, "Let's get this cracking, no lacking, making happen." And then, of course, we got Chris G in the building. Salute to you, Chris G, the mother and doctrine in the building. Salute to you, homeboy. And do what he say. Hit that like button. Quit being stingy. Likes are free, y'all. Shoot, likes are free. Okay, let me see. Oh, and Cynical's even plugging the Discord. Oh my God, that's right, y'all. Come and join that
He on
Discord. That
point.
way, y'all would know when the next time we drop shows. And plus, you get to vibe out with some dope people up in there because we be cutting up in that Discord all the time. So y'all don't want to miss out on the fun. So do like Cynical says, hit that link to the Discord and come on and join the Killing Them Sweetly / Growing Sexy Conversations Discord right there. You don't want to miss out on the fun. And so far, that's everybody that's came in so far. So I guess we can get started with the show right now.
Okay, so the first subject we're going to talk about, guys, I'm going to pull it up. Hold on one second.
Yeah, now you see it right there.
Let's talk about this, because a lot of times as Black women and men, because there's another one with a little boy as well, we're not allowed to have certain hairstyles. They don't want us to wear our natural hair. As you can see, a chair mom spoke out after her daughter's removed from the team following dispute over a hairstyle policy. So I don't see anything wrong with this little girl's hairstyle. It looks like she got maybe her hair straightened and curled and got a bow in her hair. I see nothing wrong with that. So, you want to read this? Because I have really bad eyes.
Okay, hold on. Like, this is the story that you sent in the Hangouts, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me go to it real quick. Hold on, wait. Oh, here we go. Right over here. Let me go ahead and read it for you guys. Like, that's from the page, right? Okay, let me see.
Yes.
Red Z. Sad to say, this was Ryan's last weekend cheering for at the MD Twisters organization. Although she enjoyed cheering, we were put off the team for voicing against the discrimination she experienced at her competition this weekend in reference to her hair. As a grown woman who pays an astronomical amount to be a part of this cheer organization, I am not going to allow anyone to speak to me in a dismissive and disrespectful tone. And when I asked to be spoken to with respect, I was told our values do not align, and my child being put off the team over a simple hair policy. And that's the issue. It's not just hair, it never will be. As Black women and men, we literally face so much discrimination in schools, in the workplace, in life, period. For a white woman to tell me and my 7-year-old is just hair. This organization stated that our values do not align. I cannot say I disagree. Belittling children, nitpicking their appearance for laughs and giggles, and blatant condensation or whatever are absolutely not. What values I align with: abruptly removing a 7-year-old child from something she has worked hard for 3 years, 3 hours a day, 2 days a week, with no incidents of her own, is disgusting. She has given up summer vacations, hanging out with her friends, spending her time with her family on the weekends to dedicate her childhood to this sport. She is heartbroken. Her self-esteem has taken a hit, and she is now questioning the quality of her hair. They have left my child to feel like her hair is not good enough compared to the lighter skinned women or girls in the reference photos. The colorism has been very apparent through this whole ordeal, and I will have to work 10 times as hard to reverse the trauma this has caused. And although we will never want to be a part of such a disgusting and demeaning organization, I am going to tell my child's story so hopefully someone else will never experience this. Because no matter how many little black girls there are, they allow on their team, they will never be treated equally. We're just a way for them to check off their diversity box. Mm, mm, mm. Lord of mercy. Melody, you muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. So to me, that is wild. But before we get into that, I just want to show one more case. Okay, real quick.
Mm,
Hold on
mm.
one second. Let me pull it up.
That's yes, yeah. That's oh my God.
This is another one that stood out to me right here. A black Texas student has been suspended once again for his natural hairstyle. Now, to me, I don't see anything wrong with hairstyle. It looks like it's dreads and he have it like twisted back. I see nothing wrong with it. All right. So I'll read this
I
one.
don't either.
You're right. I don't see anything wrong with this. So it says a black high school student in Texas who was suspended for more than a month for wearing a natural hairstyle returned to regular classes this week after spending a month at an alternative school. The move, however, was short lived. His family says he was suspended again for refusing to cut his locks to comply with the school's dress code policy. Darrell George, 18, showed up for class Tuesday at Barbers Hill High School in Mont Bellevue, a town roughly 30 miles outside of Houston, before a school administrator said he was in violation of the dress code. Let me see. Darrell was later referred to in-school suspension, according to Candace Matthews, a spokesperson for the George family. In a copy of George's why can't I say that word? Disciplinary. How you say it?
Disciplinary.
Oh, this I can't say it. Disciplinary, sorry, notice obtained by NPR. The notice states that his hair is out of compliance with the BH dress code when let down. Adding if Darrell is out of compliance. Wait, did I read that already? Adding if that's why I said I can't see. Adding that if Darrell corrects his dress code violation, that he will be allowed to return to his regular classes. Darrell will remain suspended for 13 days according to the notice. All right, that's all we need to know right now. It's hard for me to say.
All right.
Disgusting.
If I can jump in there first on that, look, it says it straight up.
Go
He's in
ahead.
violation of the dress code. I mean, he's in violation of the dress code. So in school suspension, he got his warning, whatever. He got in school suspension and he got out of school suspension. He's already been suspended for that. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with his hair. You don't see anything wrong with his hair, but the school that he's in got a dress code and he was in violation of it. So that's the thing. Just what Kevin Murray just said, he needs to just transfer. That's on the parent. You know what I'm saying? If your child can't adhere to the rules of the school, remove your child. You don't tell the school to change their rules. That's a problem that I do have in as far as black folks are concerned in their damn community. They really expect the world to change because of how they feel. It don't work like that. Like that school got a dress code. They got a dress code and hair and all of that stuff is covered in it. So if you don't like it, you take your kid to another school.
Well, I mean, I also think that the parents aren't considering if the why you put me on the bottom. I'm also concerned that the parents are not worried that the kids might like it. I mean, they're not really asking what the kids want. That little girl, you know, she practiced and she studied and she sacrificed her summers just because the hairstyle that her mama gave her mama want to make a political stand. You know, she don't care about the effort. And I don't think the girl really cares. If they, you know, and it could be something as simple as, you know, okay, we want all of our cheerleaders to, you know, have a ponytail with the bow in the back. And she's like, no, I want my daughter to have it on top. And, you know, oh, well, we're going to just go. It's like, wait a minute, this girl wanted to cheer. You know, like, why are they doing this to their kids? You know,
and GC, if I can just jump in there for a second, usually I've seen cheerleading competitions and stuff. And usually them girls got the same hairstyle. They don't care
about the well-being of the kids. And just like the white woman said, it's just hair. They are looking crazy. You know, when you talk about the value system of Black people, they are looking crazy that they are going in on hair this much. And it's always the woman, it's always the mama, because you know, hair, vanity, you know, it's all a thing. But they're not really caring about what the kids want, you know. And you know, Kevin Murray says transfer, and I agree. However, what if that young man wants to be at that school? You know, more than he wants that particular hair.
He need to cut his hair or clean it up.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
simple. You know?
Exactly. And then they say natural hairdo. How is it natural? The first time I seen that hairdo was like 2018. That's not natural. Yeah. I mean, you know, like the first African man didn't have his hair like that.
I would say, you go to Africa, them dudes are clean shaven bald.
Exactly.
Okay, most of them dudes are clean shaven bald. So I don't even want to hear that.
Nobody is natural. They don't let the white boys go there like looking like hippies either. You know, they are. I mean, so and then there's this is the last thing. Then there's the level of privilege. There's the level of privilege that Black people have come to enjoy when they are making a civil rights or a political statement about hair. You know, I mean, they're acting like they Rosa Parks or something. They're so desperate for a civil rights movement on something that they're looking at children's hair. That means you have no other problems in life. You have no other problems in the universe that you're fighting your school over hairstyles.
MF and hairstyle.
Well, I want to hear from Happy Life, and then I guess Leo, right? Let's go.
Yeah.
Happy. Let me hear what you got to say.
Right. So my topic is, like I said in the chat, I would say you would have to like sue the school, sort of like file a court case suit or something like that.
Leg to stand on. Student handbook, dress code, you sign it, done. You don't have a leg to stand on. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. Lawyer, you know what I'm saying? For real. Lawyer ain't even gonna take the case pro bono.
Agreed.
It's like that, Auntie.
Yeah, I mean, you signed it, bro. There's a dress code. It says right there you had a violation. Look, I've seen those cheerleading competitions and stuff, bro. It gets intense. And all of them girls, the ones that win in them cheerleading competition, all them girls got the same damn hairstyle. Ponytails, ribbons, all of that. Okay?
Okay,
that's just the way it is.
Well, it either they would have to get homeschooled or they're going to have to transfer to the right school until they get it right. I mean, this is America. What do you expect is going to happen?
What do you mean this is America? Okay, so one of two things happen here. That this is a private school, and a private school has a right to make their own, terms and conditions. Or this is a public school, and you don't have any right to say anything because it's free. You know, how dare you make demands at something that's free to you? You know, so I mean, either way, it's a moot point, and it's not like like they're telling Muslim kids that they gotta eat the pork hot dogs or something like that. This is a real non-issue.
I like that one. I like it. That's a good point, though. That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, this is a real non-issue. Like they're making they're making something out of nothing. And I agree with Aunt T. They could sue, but they would lose, and they should lose. Why are they being difficult? You either got free education or you are in a private school. I mean, so no matter what, you're privileged. You're privileged just being here, and you still want to complain about hair.
Okay, transfer or homeschool. That's my take on it.
There's no cheer team for homeschool.
I'm like, I don't see why just following the rules isn't an option. If you want to be a cheerleader, this is the dress code. If you want to go to this school, this is the dress code. This is the way you have to wear your hair. My son went through this because he had his dreads and he was in ROTC. He couldn't do it. He got marked off grades for that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get an A in it, which was supposed to be a damn easy ass A. He gets a B in ROTC because he won dreads and he got to be clean shaven for it. Hey, I should just make you cut your hair. It's you, hey. You know what I'm saying? You old enough, hey.
Black, if you want dreads, you want dreads.
Nah, but they supposed to be training these.
One mic. One mic.
Do you know that ROTC program is like a military type program? So how many people do you know go into the military with dreadlocks?
I just
want to know how many white dudes go in there with like top buns and like hair down their back.
I just want to say this real quick. I gotta see how they're treating the white kids before I can make judgment. Like, okay, the boy can't wear his hair in dreads, but are there white boys with long hair, really long hair, stringy hair, that's getting away with it? You
You
know,
know they
Yeah,
are.
they're women.
are
They're
there?
Highly
girls.
unlikely. Highly
Yeah,
unlikely the boys are
Exactly.
like that. If he's getting it because of his hair being all over the place, them boys are clean cut. More than likely. Them boys ain't got ponytails
but we don't.
and crazy hippie looking dreadlocks and
Yeah,
stuff
we
like
don't know,
That's
NC.
the thing is, we don't know that. We
Melody, put
don't
it like
know.
this.
They
Put
didn't
it like
say
this. If
how they're
white
treating
kids
the
are
white
there,
kids. Like, I
well, if
mean,
white kids are there, then the policy was written for them because they're the majority. So any hair policy, like if they have a hair length policy or something like that, then it was written for the white kids. They're not going to look at like, okay, it's 5% black, and we're going to make a policy just for the 5% black kids that are here. So chances are it was written
Yeah.
for the white kids.
I mean, I
Look,
agree
look.
with you guys if it applies to the white kids too, then I agree. But if it's just the black kids that they're picking on, then it's different.
Yeah.
You know? If there's
See,
little
I'm
white
with.
girls wearing their hair the same way that little black girl was wearing, except their hair is just straight and they can get away with that, then I have a problem.
Yeah, it
Okay,
is.
Melody, when you see cheerleader competitions, it's typically, first of all, their hair is shorter. Not shorter than this little girl, but their hair is short. And that's just because of the athleticism that they have to go through.
I don't know
And
how it is now as
then
cheerleaders.
they typically have it in a ponytail and a bow on it. Huh?
That's true. Now that's true. But that
What's
little
that?
girl had her hair in a ponytail with the. Let me look at the picture again. Am
it
I
wasn't a
tripping?
ponytail, yo. She had some
That looks
twinkly.
like
Yeah, it wasn't a ponytail, and the bow was
You
on top.
sure? Wait a minute. Are you
The bow
sure
was on
about
top,
that?
and she didn't have it in a ponytail. No,
Let me see.
Fact,
That,
hey,
that
fact,
looks like a
CIP.
from what I
ponytail.
remember, yeah. I mean,
Nah,
I'm questioning myself now,
nah,
but yeah, I'm pretty sure.
nah.
Look at that.
And I could tell you that usually
looks like
their
a
hair is
ponytail.
uniform, and there's no way a bunch of other girls are gonna mimic that hairstyle. I'm sorry.
That's not a ponytail.
That's a hairstyle that's unique to her. No, it's not.
That's how my hair looked in a ponytail when I was her age. When my
No,
mom.
no, she just had the sides
It
pulled
ain't the
back.
right
When I say a
ponytail then.
Melody, yeah, it's not the ponytail that cheerleaders used to wear. They normally don't have their hair like curled up at the top and stuff like that, and they really don't have the bow on top. Okay, so here's the thing, Melody. Whenever you have like a uniform situation, you always want somebody, or there's always going to be somebody that want to be seen, that want to stand out. I was watching that movie about the Michael Jordan tennis shoe. And apparently, they had a NBA policy where you had to have like 90% white sneakers, but he stood out because he wore the red sneakers, the original Jordans, and they fined him every time. They paid like a $5,000 fine every game, and Nike just paid that for him. So there is like money, there is an advantage to standing out in a crowd. And every now and again, you have
when you're
that tries to do
Jordan,
that with a different hairstyle.
when you're Jordan on a basketball court, that's different.
Yeah,
There were other players that wasn't allowed to do that.
But so that was the little girl or her mama's attempt to make her the Jordan of that cheerleading thing. And it's an
Basically, I would
attention
agree with
ploy,
that.
and
But,
people
okay, so
don't really have the patience for that.
Okay. All right. So what's wrong with his hair? It's not down. It's not long. It's just natural. It's just kinky.
Okay. I'll put it like this. Melody,
I'll tell you, he's out of
it's
dress
not that it's
code.
natural.
I'll tell you, it's against the dress code. Simple as that.
Okay, Melody, no. It's something. They didn't write that particular hairstyle in the handbook. Okay, they didn't just draw a picture of this and say, okay, this particular thing is forbidden at this school. And they also didn't say natural. They probably have something very specific, like it can't be an inch above the scalp or something like that, but or what have you, or total length cannot be this much for boys. But no matter what it is, that's what it is. But there's something deeper going on, and that is the what his parents is teaching him about how to be defiant. He missed 13 days of education, 13 days of SAT prep, 13 days of of preparing for college, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And if he's an athlete, he missed 13 days of practice. And then what did his parents tell him to do? To do it again, which means that they're not telling him to have a proper respect for authority, no matter where he goes.
So was he
That
skipping
thinking-
class, TC?
No, he got suspended. But I'm saying
Mhm.
that thinking is going to punch a man in the face growing up. Literally, if he's in the military, that thinking is really going to hold you back, and the parents know better. Each and every single parent of these kids code switch each and every single effing day at work. They're not protecting their right to cuss at work. They're not protecting their right to wear a bikini to the office or no crap like that. No, they conform to the rules because they know that there's consequences, and that's not a lesson that they're teaching their kids.
All right, I get it. But let's hear from Leo Anthony because he's been quiet. I just want to hear new people on the panel. So, Leo, what is your take on this situation?
I mean, I mostly agree with what Auntie said. Like, it's his hair is just basically against uniform code, and certain institutions they have grooming standards that everybody has to follow. He may not just be special. Like if they see anybody else with that hairstyle, they'll tell them, "Hey, you can't have that too." It's the same thing what Auntie said about ROTC. They'll make you pretty much shave your head bald, shave off all your facial hair, you clean cut.
Mhm.
There's no exceptions. So to me, like if you have a problem with the grooming standards, just go to a different institution that is okay with it. Because Melody, I was gonna say there's certain jobs that be like, you can't have your hair this red color, this orange color, you have to keep it black. Or there might be a job to where,
Fact.
hey, you
He ain't
can't
lying
Like
about
Disney
that.
World. Hey, like
You
Disney
can't-
World. If Melody wanted to be a Disney
You
princess,
damn right.
okay, like a Disney princess or something, which is she can get it, but you got to change a few things, Mel.
Yeah, are you gonna
Straight
complain
up.
to Disney that
The
hey,
same
can't
way,
have
if
hair,
I
can't
wanted to
keep
sell
my hair?
popcorn at Disney World, I would have to, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't have like Leo Anthony's beard right now, you know what I'm saying, to do that. I couldn't do it. Like they got a rule as far as how clean cut you got to be to work at Disney World, or Killer Swag's beard. You can't have that working there. That is what it is.
Because I mean, at the job that I'm working at, a lot of women can't have multicolor hair in their hair. They can't have the long extensions and stuff like that, or they can't have the acrylic
The
nails and
nails.
stuff like that.
Like,
So
you can't have the
yeah, so
nails.
Yep.
yeah.
That's how it is at my job. That's how it is at my job. These ladies are not allowed to have weave in their hair or long ass fingernails and stuff like that. I mean, it's for safety purposes. What if they get caught up in some of the equipment? Then what?
Well, I'm not saying that they're wrong.
And these women
they're
are
not.
well,
But
these women go to
depends
work
on
every
how-
day and they conform to the rules, but tell their kids not to. That's twisted. I mean, you're setting your kids to accept a punishment you're not willing to accept. You're not going to take 13 days off work.
It's even
you know,
worse,
you're gonna
bro.
miss
It's
that
not
paycheck.
even that they tell they
They'll
don't
call
even
their
just tell their
boss.
kids not to. They tell the institution to change the rules.
Right. You can't do that.
Well, with the little girl, I'm pretty sure the parents had say so on how the little girl did her hair. And with the young man, the parents didn't like say, "Hey, we can't have you get suspended from school or missing out on education for some hair." They didn't instill that into him. And yeah, you're right. They did attack the institution.
Mm-hmm.
GC, my only argument.
How they treat the white kids too. It has
That's
to.
all I'm saying.
No, but okay. Melody,
The white
let's
kids come out of
explain it.
code.
Sometimes there is like some discrete discrimination against colored people, as you want to say it. Because when I was in like the upscale retail stores doing like security, sometimes I would see like they would kind of keep the dark skinned girls in the back and all the light skinned girls in the front, and I thought that was weird. So it does go on, but it's like very low key under the wraps. Like you really wouldn't know unless you knew what was going on behind the scenes. But just this particular case, I just think is somebody not following the rules.
I've worked at jobs where, hey, I come in first day, second day, whatever. I see white dudes wearing their baseball caps and everything's gravy. Soon as I walk in with a baseball cap, hey, new rule, no caps. Nobody can wear a cap now.
Yep.
I've seen it. It is what it is. Now I could be like, damn, that's discriminatory, but that's their business. If I don't like it, I got to go start my own business or go work somewhere else.
Yeah, I get what you're
It's
saying.
not like, you know what I'm saying? They just said no
Well,
caps for
and also,
nobody now.
I mean,
They didn't just say no caps for your black ass. They just changed the rule. Mainly because of me.
Because of
and,
you.
Maybe
and
it's because of
Not because
how
of the
I
white
wear it.
boy. It's because
and
of
the
you.
thing about Leo's
Yeah.
story and T's story, but the thing about Leo and Auntie's story is that these are adults. Like, it's sad that these battles aren't fought on the adult front. You know, like if those dark skinned girls were to say, "Hey, how come the dark skinned girls are in the back? You know, and the light skinned girls are in the front?" If they were to say that, they of course would lose their job. But if they wanted to fight it and take it to court and stuff like that,
They're not gonna say
then
that,
I would say,
GC.
okay, go for it. But these people
That
are using
happens
their
a
kids
lot
to
at
make.
Hooters. You ever
They're
heard
not going to say
GC?
that
You
because,
ever
but they're going to do that for their kids, huh?
no, but GC, like you ever been to like the Hooters bars? I've seen that a lot at the Hooters bars, so where all the girls are either white or light skinned or like that light Hispanic kind of complexion, and there may be like one dark complected girl there.
No, I get
So
it.
I've seen that.
I get it.
As
But if the
long
dark
as
skinned
it's
girls want to
white
complain,
and
then
black
they should do that as
and
adults.
other
What
stuff.
I'm saying, right quick, Happy, right quick. What I'm saying is stuff like that. This whole civil front that they're making should be done amongst adults. You should not be dragging your kids, jeopardizing your daughter's cheerleading standards, you know, and your son's academic standards, you know, over a battle that you're fighting. That's what I'm saying. You know, the mother obviously is on the colorism kick when in the case of the daughter because she used the word colorism in what she wrote. I'm saying, okay, you may feel a certain way about it that your daughter don't feel, but you're using your daughter. You're basically fighting a proxy war with your daughter, and she didn't sign up for that.
Okay. Well, who didn't get to speak? H&M, did you get to go? I know Blue left.
He might be back because I know I did send him the link, so he might jump back on.
Let's
He
hope
was
so.
just on, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just up here.
What you got to
I
say?
mean, I heard about the story a while ago where the dude had to cut his dreads because he was on the wrestling team or whatever. And I think that was in Texas too. So I mean, I get it. They might get a little more strict on the rules when they see, you know what I'm saying, a black dude. You know what I'm saying? They may do that. Because just like GC was saying, hey, you kind of stick out from the rest. So that's them. That's their institution. If it's already in the handbook or whatever, student handbook is dress code policy, just understand it. Adhere to the damn rules. Yeah, that's just the way it is. That's life. You're in their institution. You're at their institution. They're not at yours. So if you don't
So
like the way they do things, leave.
so Auntie, all you're saying is, hey, follow the rules or start your own. That's all you're saying.
Yeah, or go elsewhere. Absolutely.
That makes sense.
H&M, did you have anything to say about it before we move on?
Or just yeah, or just go someplace whose rules you're willing to follow. I guess I don't know.
Mhm.
I mean, now when I was in high school, they had no problem with us wearing braids or whatever. They just couldn't be no messed up, tacky looking braids. They had to be of a certain length. But I guess times have changed since the early 2000s, so they're cracking down. If you're gonna sign your kid up for a school, you have to make sure that you abide by the rules. You can't be going up in there telling these staff how to do their damn job. And that's not just it's not just school. That's anywhere. Even certain, like y'all said, certain jobs have a dress code or whatever. As men, we can't have our hair a certain way. That's not a problem for some of us because I'm bald head. But for some of y'all that's got hair, your hair got to be a certain way. In the military, same thing. They make you shave your head bald. As a veteran myself, I can tell you they make you do that. Facial hair, same thing. And the ladies got to have that hair either in a bonnet or ponytail when they're in the army. So yeah, it's gonna be dress codes in life. You have to either abide by it or just get the hell on.
And yeah, your hair is
Plain
part
and
of the
simple.
uniform. No, your hair is part of the
Yeah,
uniform.
yeah,
You know,
that's what I
so
was told too. Not that I have any hair, but I'm just saying it
and
is.
it's definitely like that with the cheerleading. Now I know in most public schools, it's not. You know what I'm saying that just going to the school, the hair isn't part of the dress code. But when you're talking about athletics, cheerleading, you know what I'm saying? Just different extracurriculars. Yeah, a lot of times there is going to be some kind of dress code that has to do with your hair. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So people be knowing that beforehand. They know. So when they make it seem like this is some kind of surprise, I can't believe it. My daughter just showed up and they gave her all of this. Like you knew what was up and you knew what you was doing ahead of time. So don't miss me with that.
Okay. Well, it sounds to me like
Yes, a
No.
political statement.
right. Well, listen, it sounds like everybody agree. I do agree with the men on the panel. I just didn't. I don't agree if they're treating white kids differently. Like if they tell me as a black woman I can't wear braids, but then it's okay for white girls to wear because their hair is a different texture or something like that, that would be different. But if it's just like, nobody can wear it, then that's where it's like, okay, well, you got to listen
Well,
to the rules.
well, the thing is, Melody. More than likely, it's a
Melody, in the case of
situation.
girl,
Well, it's
you got
likely
it.
a situation, right, where it's a rule that probably isn't enforced as strictly for the white kids as it is for the
That's what I
black kids.
mean.
Now, it's still a rule though.
It's a
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying. So just because they're a little more lenient with the rule with the white kids, does that give you an excuse to break that rule?
No, that's when it's time to be like to leave.
That's what I'm saying. That's where I think the gray area is. I would agree with you there. Like chances are they don't enforce that rule as strictly with the white kids, but it's still a rule.
I don't think that they have to. At least in the case of cheerleading, I don't think that they have to, Auntie. I think that if they have a cheer squad of 12 white girls and one black girl, and they told the white girls to wear a ponytail with a bow at the back, then the white girls would just wear a ponytail with their hair at the like. I don't think something like that don't even seem like it came up because it really don't make sense with anybody else but us. You know, like they're telling you, like, okay, our cheerleaders dress like this, and you dress like this. Like you seen that movie with Denzel Washington, what is it called? Remember the Titans. And Denzel was like, okay, when y'all show up, I want everybody in a suit and tie. And they all did because they want to be a part of the football team and because they're not stupid. You know, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, okay, you want to be a part of this. This is what's required, and it's not like they're requiring that you're able to do, 150 crunches. It's like, no, we want you to wear your hair in a certain way.
Hmm.
I mean,
Ain't no
so what I'm
problem
saying
with
is,
that.
I don't even think that they have to enforce it. I don't think that there was a white girl there that didn't wear their hair according to specifications. That's what I mean.
The whole point of this is as long as they don't say, oh, the white kid can wear this and we can't wear that, it's fine. I get the whole follow the rules, but if you say one race of people do this and one people can't do that, then it's like something wrong there. That's all we're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that. But I think we're all on the same page. I mean, go somewhere else if they don't allow it for any kid. And that's how you want to wear your hair. But I just don't like racism. That's just me. I don't like blatant
I
I,
don't
racism.
think adults should be picking
I
up
agree with
kids.
what she's saying. I mean, hey, I agree with what you're saying. I just understand how it is. It's more likely to be enforced when it's a kid of a different color because it's more noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more noticeable, you know? So it sticks out more. And when you're talking about them cheerleading competitions, I know them Texas cheerleading competitions, yo, that shit is like life and death out there for them. You know what I'm saying? For the kids, for the moms, for the coaches, for all of that. So it's about uniformity. Like everything got to be uniform. So I mean, just one girl that's a little off could be the difference between y'all winning and not winning.
I remember my nephew was playing football and he had on his cleats were like a different color or something, or he had one and one. They didn't want him to do that. They wanted all their cleats to be like uniformed.
Mhm.
So you're right. Like even though
Marshawn Lynch used to get fined for wearing gold cleats every time he wear them.
exactly. And my nephew is chocolate. he's the only like chocolate kid on the team, but nobody's like, oh, because you're black, you know. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, but if they let a white kid do it and get away with it, that's when I would have a problem.
That's all we're saying.
Dark skinned nephew that he can't wear them. So that would be my issue.
Yeah.
I don't think that the schools are like going to leave themselves vulnerable like that. Like, I can't imagine a situation where they have where they did that to the black girl, but then they had a white girl with the exact same hairstyle. I mean, that you're leaving yourself open for that type of criticism. The cheer coach, everybody. I don't think that that's the case. There is a uniformity involved in cheering that you have to adhere to.
As long as it ain't that, GC, I'm fine.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's move on to the next one.
Oh boy! But before we get to that news, the next topic, man, I just gotta say this real quick because this is getting too out of hand. So from now on this panel, man, everybody up here, when you're done saying your piece, let everybody else say their piece. And then if nobody has nothing else to say, then y'all can go back and forth and jump back and forth. So, but no, we got to have constant rotation of the mic on this panel, man. We can't just have it just be the same two voices dominating the conversation. And that's all I got to say on that. Go ahead, Melody.
All right. So this one caught my eye because this dad right here is actually paralyzed from the waist down. I don't know if you guys can see it, but he's paralyzed from the waist down, and he has a little daughter right here who he's caring for. He's pretty much able to do everything a man with all functioning body parts can do. You see him here. He's putting the baby in the car. He's about to drive off. Let me go to the next one. So as you can see, even though he's handicapped, he's putting her into the car. Well, I don't have to really narrate. Y'all see what I mean?
He's basically doing everything that an able-bodied person can do as far as taking care of a child, even though he's paralyzed from the waist down. So.
Mm-hmm.
But in my opinion, that's pretty dope, though. Like, he's caring for an infant child and he's doing all of that. Ain't no excuses now.
You see? He's doing everything a man can do. So why is it that, this is the question that I want everybody to answer on the panel. Do you think these men who don't want to be in a child's life, like, do you think, why do you think they're making so many excuses when you have a man here who's handicapped that can pretty much take care of his child? Like, why do you think they can't take care of the children? So let me stop this real quick. And I want y'all to be honest. Like, why do you think there's so many like men who act like they can't be in their child's life? I want to start with Game Changer.
How many? How many?
There's plenty of men, not just black. I didn't say black men, so don't kill me. I know men of all different races who have so many excuses why they can't be in their child's life.
Mm-hmm. I do think.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I do think that there are fewer men than society would suggest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, typically it's the woman that gets custody, and that's who the media gives the mic to when they say, "Why are you a single mother?" And then they could pretty much say anything that the child, and they say this to the children as well. Oh, the child didn't, like Tupac's mom said that to Tupac. Like they can pretty much, and they do say anything when trying to, explain why daddy isn't home. So I think that is significantly less than society would like for us to believe, that don't want to be in the kid's life. And then for the ones that don't, I don't think it's a matter of capability. I think that they simply don't want to. And I'm not going to say that that's their right, but I'm going to say that that's something that's consistent. There's always been orphans. There's always been, places for unwanted kids. There's always been people who just like, listen, I don't want to accept this kid throughout every culture in history. Right now there's a special condemnation that's reserved for men who don't want to do something that they don't want to do. You know, and yeah, I don't think that it's, how can I say? It is fair that they're condemned, but I mean, okay, let's put it like this. Let's put it like this. For whatever reason, if you have two parents, right, and both of them say, I'm young, they put their kid up for adoption, and their reason is, I was young and we wasn't ready for parenthood. Nobody would say anything to that young couple. But if it was a situation where the mother wanted the kid and the father didn't want the kid, then he's a deadbeat dad, even though he feels the same way, in the like in the first scenario. Also, if there's a situation where you have a mother who decides to drop her kid off at the fire station, no one says anything about that. The only time that a person is condemned for putting their kid up for adoption or having an unwanted kid is when it's not wanted by the father and wanted by the mother. I don't know why that is.
Okay. Happy life?
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I
Yes.
hear you.
Yeah, so it's pretty much what GC just said. I know there's like a bunch of Pookies and Ray Rays out there, get a woman pregnant for no reason. And they're like, I don't want this child. I don't want him. Then a woman's like, you got me pregnant. You're gonna have to take care of it. It's mostly because the Pookies, they want to live their best life, get a woman pregnant. But I think there's a law out there where if you do get a woman pregnant, you're gonna have to really take care of that child, or you're like going to jail or something like that. So
Okay.
Um,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, the laws are pretty simple. I mean, look, you're responsible for, half of the child's expenses. That's what you're responsible for as the father. So, of course, you know, once they take you to court, if you make more than the mother does, you're responsible to make up the difference. Child's supposed to be able to have the same lifestyle with the mother as they would have when they with you. That's kind of the way it's set up. You got to make up the difference. That just is what it is. But I would agree with what GC said. There's a lot of good fathers you really don't hear about it because they're not in the press talking about how strong and independent they are. They're just doing what they're supposed to do as fathers. They're not looking for validation. And then look at how strong and independent I am. No, I'm a father. I'm supposed to take care of my damn kids. And I don't need your validation. I've heard that. I used to hear that plenty of times when I had full custody of my son. People are like, damn, man, congratulations. I'm like, I don't see that. I'm like, yeah, thanks, but like, what's the big deal? I couldn't see it any other way. Like, where else would he be if he's not going to be with me? So I don't. I mean, it's just like they said. The fathers really don't get much praise, but they do get a lot of they get a lot of vitriol when they're not around. Don't get much praise when they are.
All right, good answer. These some good answers. Leo, what about you?
So I got like two different takes on this. And one, I gotta hold the men accountable because I've known some homeboys of mine, at least back in the military, to where he was just slinging penis left and right, unprotected, and dude was reckless as F. And he'd be like, well, I'd be telling these girls, I'm not going to be around. I don't want to have no kids. If you need an abortion, I got you. I'm like, bro, you shouldn't even
Deletion, bro. Deletion.
deletion. I'm sorry. You shouldn't even be putting yourself at risk or putting, yourself in that situation to where you might got this chick pregnant and you barely even know her. So there are some dudes that are like just extremely irresponsible. Um, but the other side, I have to hold women accountable because I've seen it to where dude tells them they don't want to be with them or they can't because they're in a relationship or married, but the chick will still keep having sex with him and get pregnant and think the baby will keep the man. A lot of the times it doesn't play out the way they want to. And when that baby comes, that guy is like, I don't care you had that kid, I'm still not going to be with you and I'm not going to be there for the kid. So it's kind of effed up, but it's like, stop trying to trap dudes into being in a relationship with you. The baby is not going to handcuff him to you to force a relationship out of them. So I've kind of seen it to where I see both sides do janky stuff, but also can piggyback off what Auntie said. Like there are some really good fathers, but the mothers be lying and acting like the dad don't do ish just because he don't want to be with her or he not paying all her bills or he not
I
giving
was
her
just gonna, yeah,
money.
yeah, you hit it right
Yeah,
there, bro. I don't mean to cut
money
you off, but
whenever
that's
she
what it is.
wants.
Just because she still gotta have a job.
Yeah, so they
That's her
don't they
main
don't
shit.
give they don't give the good fathers the credit, right? And they just say because they're unhappy with him. It's not even because he's not a good father. They're just unhappy with him. So that's what it is. It's just kind of messed up on both sides, but both sides need to do better. So that's my take on it.
All right. I guess I'll go. I'll give a little take on it. So my question was, why do I think the handicapped man was such a good father and a lot of these men are not? That was the question. I think in a lot of the situations, the mother don't give the man a chance to be a good father. Um, a lot of times the mother hate the father, like she can't stand him, so she keeps him away and lie to the kid and her friends and tell the kid, hey, your father, he's a deadbeat, he ain't ish. Or like telling all her friends or going on social media and saying my father, my baby father a deadbeat and all this stuff and making him look bad, putting him on child support and just lying. A lot of the times women are just liars. So like everyone on the panel said, um, I think that the men are just not getting a chance to take care of them, and they're being lied on. That's my take. How about you?
I want to add to that a little bit. I want to talk about. I want to just say that what a lot of women are doing is they're going to extremes to punish the father for not being whatever they want them to be, particularly with them under their circumstances. Part of the punishment includes the financial tax that they get from the government, or that the government imposes on the man. That's step one of the punishment. Step two of the punishment is to diminish you in society's eyes. That's step two of the punishment. And step three of the punishment is to diminish you in your children's eyes. So it's all pretty much standards. Like if you do not conform to them, and the woman's wishes, they will assure that your own children hate you. They will assure that society hates you, and they will assure that you will be financially punished.
And a lot of men, can I just say one more thing before you go, Swag? A lot of these men are paying child support and have to take care of their kids. Because don't forget, especially if you have joint custody, when you take your kid, you're still spending money on them and you're giving their mother a check. So that's crazy to me. Double, I don't know. You double spending money on your child. And a lot of the times it's not going to your child, it's going to the woman's hair and nails and clothes. I've seen it done. Women walking around with nice sneakers on, hair stayed done, nails stayed done, makeup, eyelashes, all of that. And they kid walking around dirty. And the father's paying child support. That's wild. That's crazy to me.
No, Melly, what's crazy is like dudes be paying more than what they're supposed to be for child support. And I don't understand how chicks will get greedy and go to court for even more. That is insane to me. Like that, there's no justification for that. That's just
Well,
you
now
trying
that
to punish
that's
people.
gonna happen when you don't go to court with your lawyer.
Mhm.
I've been through this, dude. And luckily I had a lawyer to get that shit readjusted. Um, like it was crazy. It was crazy because they'll get you for whatever they can get you for, and then a lawyer will say, "Hold up, he's responsible for half of that child's expenses, not half of the expenses. Are you crazy?" He said, so
Yeah, but Auntie, I
basically,
mean,
you know what I'm saying? Basically, if she pays $300 a month in health insurance, whatever, the child is on the health insurance. What portion of that is actually the child's insurance? Okay, it covers the child. What,
well, there
maybe
are people with
half?
lawyers who get.
We say even if it's half, even if half of that, you know what I'm saying? So $150, you're only responsible for 75 of that. That's it.
There are people with lawyers that get taken, taken to the cleaners. I mean, I don't know how
No,
they
you're right. No,
figure
you're
out.
right. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, so it's they understand that the system is weighed in their favor, and
I've
so
seen
when
people
Leo,
have to fire their lawyers and hire another one and get things changed up. But I agree with you. There are people that still
yeah,
get cleaned out.
I mean, I just think that they understand that the system is in their favor. That these women understand that the system is in their favor. That society backs them, and that they can train their kids to behave in a certain way. So they're just leveraging this against their former mate.
Well, look at the Tyrese and the Samantha Lee situation. Tyrese has to pay 200K for the child, so
What, monthly, yearly? What?
monthly.
Huh. That's nice.
Okay,
Damn.
enough of y'all talking. It's my turn to speak because I let y'all rock off I don't know how long, and I'm tired of the back and forth dialogue. All right, man. When it comes to that situation, a lot of men, especially black men in society, we get a bum rap for basically the whole stigma of how, N words ain't ish. And that also trickles down to being a parent, being a father as well. When you got stories like what we just saw here tonight about a dude that was paralyzed from the waist down, completely taking care of his daughter by any means. And just like a lot of the fellas on the panel said tonight, it's a lot of men that take care of their kids on a daily basis that are able-bodied and are, always out here doing what they're supposed to do, but they don't ever get the recognition that they deserve because for whatever reason, the society that we live in wants to demonize men and real men that's about handling their business. So it's just like, I feel like most men, especially men of that ilk or any man that take care of his business should be praised. I think a lot of men should be put on the pedestal because being a parent, whether you're a mother or a father, but especially a father, that's especially tough, especially in this time frame because a lot of men can't raise their kids the way that they want to raise them because of the parameters and all the stuff that's going on in our society where, oh, you can't do this to your child, you can't do that to your child, and so on and so forth. So that's why I say off rip, I salute to any man that does that, and even to the guys that step up to the plate and raise kids that ain't even theirs. Like I gotta give salute to them because not a lot of men will even do that to step up to the plate and raise a child that don't even belong to them. So in all reality, I say salute to every single man that's raising their child, even if it ain't their child. And that's all I got to say on this.
All right. Yo, those are crazy good takes tonight on that. And nobody really had a different take. Everybody felt the same way. The fathers pretty much that are doing their thing, they don't get recognized. All you hear women online talk about is how much of a deadbeat black fathers usually is usually black women. They're the loudest talking about how bad black men are when it comes to their child. Because honestly, this question is for everybody on the panel. Do you really hear Asian women and Hispanic women or even white women? Do you hear these women bashing their child's fathers?
White women, yes,
Well, yeah.
absolutely, every day.
What about
Well, yeah.
other races of
Other
women?
other, other races, no. White women, yes. Black women, yes.
So it's pretty
Because,
much
Because even if it's like, you know, a Puerto Rican or a Mexican woman, even if they don't like that dude that they're with, they're not going to publicly down the father of their children like that. They may do it in private, but they ain't gonna do it in public.
Well, you know why? It's normally because like their dad or their uncle or their grandpa, you know, their TO, they'll fill in regardless if the dude is a deadbeat. So they have that like family kind of like system. But with like whites and blacks, yeah, I hear it sometimes.
yeah.
I hear it from whites too, but I mean, considering that there's 66% of the population and we're 13%, the proportion that we hear it from whites is nowhere near comparison to the proportion that we hear it from blacks.
I agree with that.
I mean, just the fact that we have like a common understood phrase, N word ain't ish, and there isn't a, you know, H word ain't ish. I mean, they don't have a white equivalent to that.
That's true. That is true. But usually when I'm on social media, all I see is men with their children. Like when I'm on Instagram or Facebook or even YouTube shorts, I always see a man with his child, just like that handicapped guy that we just watched. I always see stuff like that, but nobody's praising that. It's crazy. You know, like even Father's Day, people don't talk about it like they talk about Mother's Day. Like when it's Mother's Day, you see it everywhere. When it's Father's Day, I mean, you see it, but you don't see it like you see Mother's Day.
Man, nowadays a lot of these mothers is trying to hijack Father's Day, be like, I'm the mother and the father. So
Of
Yeah.
course. I
Yeah.
did a stream
And
like
Barack
Which is
Obama
the
backed
most
that up.
disrespectful thing that I've ever seen. Where they even have the cards that say "To my mother on Father's Day." It's extremely disrespectful. You'll never hear a man say, "Look, well, I'm the mother and the daddy." Nah, man, I'm the father. That's it. Whether the mother's here or not, I'm the father. But the women will say that often. I'm the mother and the father. No, the fuck you not. Under no circle, you can't be. It's not
And
possible.
Barack Obama backed that up. You know, he backed up the whole mother Happy Father's Day or Happy Father's Day, Mom thing when he was in office. But there isn't a white politician that did something like that. You know, Trump didn't do no crap like that because it's ridiculous.
it really is.
And I get it. You know, Barack Obama was legitimately abandoned, but you know, still.
children still need their fathers flat out. Don't care.
Right. All right. So we're gonna move on to the next topic. You want to take this one, Swag?
Okay. What we got up here on the screen is basically suspect identified after attempting to burn down Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s childhood home. Man, when I read this story, I'm like, it got to be more to this because who in the world is going to want to burn down such a landmark place like that? Because I mean, I remember going there when I was a kid, when I went to Atlanta back in '96. Like, I actually stepped foot in those rooms and stuff like that. So to hear that somebody was trying to burn it down, that's crazy. But let me go ahead and read this article to you guys to let you give y'all a little context to it, yo. All right. Late Thursday, news broke that a woman was arrested after she attempted to burn down the birth home of Martin Luther King Jr. Viral video showed the woman pouring gasoline outside of the home until she was detained. Now the identity of the suspect has been revealed. According to Fox 5 Atlanta early Friday, Atlanta police identified the suspect as 26-year-old Lanicia Chantrice Henderson. She was booked into Fulton County Jail and has been charged with arson in the second degree and interfering with government property. Federal charges could be possible as the home is federal property. WSB TV's Michael Dugna reported that a man claiming to be the father of the suspect said that she was a veteran who was having a mental health episode at the time of the incident, and they had been attempting to find her for the past 2 days. The King Center released a statement after the incident and said, fortunately, the attempt was unsuccessful thanks to the brave intervention of Good Samaritans and the quick responses of law enforcement. We thank the Atlanta Police Department, Atlanta Fire Department, the National Park Service, and Mayor Andre Dickens for leading the efforts to ensure the safety of our cherished national landmark and its adjacent neighbors. Our prayers are with the individual who allegedly committed this criminal act.
So what we gonna start with?
I mean, we could start it off with Aunt T on this one.
I mean, dude. I mean, I don't agree with it. I mean, it's a historical landmark. You know, they're gonna throw the book at her for doing it. But personally, I gotta be right. I care less. I care less. Burning that house down is no different than burning somebody else's house down. The dude been dead for how damn long?
Longer than a lot of us been alive.
You know, I'm pretty sure they'll just rebuild it.
Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that. He's like, I don't care. I can care less about.
I mean, because I'm done with symbolism as far as the black community is concerned. I could care less. I'm like, whether the house is burned down or it's still up or whatever. I mean, I don't see how it benefits a black community either way. Really makes no difference. A picture of it or the actual house, it's the same thing as far as I'm concerned. You know, they really just, I don't even think we need to make that big of a deal of it. But the chick committed arson. You know what I'm saying? She burning down people's property. So hit her, you can throw the book at her. You know, that just is what it is. But as far as, Martin Luther King's house. So,
there you go. That's Auntie's take.
Yeah, y'all telling me it wouldn't have been that big of a deal if it was my house? What if she was a pissed off baby mama or something and tried to burn my damn house down? It wouldn't be that bad, but because it's MLK's house, it's bad. Nah,
well, it's both of them are bad. She go to jail for arson. She go to jail for arson for both of those incidents.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's just as bad. You know?
Yeah, no, I understand, but I mean, I do have a stronger sense of sentiment, and you know, it is federal property now. They mentioned that she has mental health issues. I do think that that's something that needs to be taken into consideration. I don't think that her actions would suggest that she's not, you know, that her elevator is not going to the top floor. And, you know, that's definitely something that needs to be taken into consideration before sentencing. But yeah, it is a crime, no matter whose home it is. And, you know, there should be repercussions and measures put in place to ensure that this doesn't happen again.
There it is. Melody, are you talking? Okay.
I'm just listening.
I was just making sure because I wanted to make sure you was on mute now.
No, I was agreeing with GC.
Okay. All right. Happy Life, you got anything to add on this subject?
Yeah, I do, brother. All right. So, yeah. No surprise here, you know, black women, you know, they create dangerous crime for themselves. They don't know what they want. They want a rich man with muscles, then they want a cheerleader.
I think your audio cutting out, homie.
It's chaotic out here. Great.
Yeah. Well, there you go, everybody. That's Happy Life's take. All right, Leo, what you got to say on the matter, homeboy?
If you from Jersey, you already know MLK is always like the hottest block. Is always lit. There's always something crazy happening on Martin Luther King Drive, Martin Luther King Ave. No matter where I go, the boulevard.
I think that's in every state, though. That's in
every
state because it's like that up here. We got a Martin Luther King Drive up here, and I say
like,
if you ain't from there, don't go over there.
That's the irony, and like Martin Luther King was like, you know, a pacifist. So that's the irony that like the most craziest, deadliest stuff always go on. So, but I agree with Auntie. Yeah, and like GC, it's like I mean, I think it's crazy, but I'm not surprised, really. I think somebody really just did this for attention. And probably what I'm seeing a lot now is just people are doing crazy stuff just to go viral. Um, that is my take on it.
Well, I can't disagree with that take. Because a lot of people do a lot of dumb ish just to go viral, just so their name can be in the headlines for however many minutes they get of fame. So you got a point there. So, but I mean, just like they said, that who's to say? They say the girl was a veteran, so they said she was suffering from a mental episode. So who's to say what all she had to experience while she was, serving in the military? So some could have triggered her. You never know.
Maybe she found out Martin Luther King slept with a white woman.
Oh Lord.
Maybe. But
I mean, you never know, man. You never know.
yeah, I agree with everybody on the panel. She had a mental. I don't think this was about Martin Luther King Jr. I think this was about her being crazy and having an episode. I think even if it wasn't MLK's house, she probably still would have burnt it down. Um, but it's unfortunate that it was MLK's home, which is a landmark. And as Swag already said, he'd been there when he was young, so it means a lot to him. I've never been there, but I wouldn't mind visiting it. But yeah, the lady was cuckoo. So that's my take on it.
All right. Well, we got everybody's take up on this stuff, so I guess we can go ahead and bypass this, go to something else, unless somebody else got anything else to add. If not, we can move on.
Ready to move on?
Well, that tells me everything I need to know. Let's move on, Melody.
Let's move on. All right. I guess you could take this one too.
All right, man. Now I know everybody here has been following the whole Jonathan Major situation, so this is nothing new. But anyway, Jonathan Major's text messages from September 2022 read in court. Messages appear to acknowledge alleged physical altercation with his ex-girlfriend, aka the Becky. All right, let's see. Rumors. On the final day of the assault trial involving Jonathan Majors and his ex girlfriend, Grace Jabari, new information has been released. According to People, text messages between the actor appear to admit to physical violence against Grace 6 months before he was arrested in March. In the alleged text from September 2022, the actor said to Jabari, I fear you have no perspective of what could happen if you go to the hospital. They will ask you questions, and as I don't think you actually protect us, it will lead to investigation, even if you do lie and they suspect something. The text messages, which were displayed to the jury and read into the record by Jabari, state she assured Major that she would not blame him for causing an injury to her head. I will tell the doctor I bumped my head, Jabari cried as she read aloud the message in court. Jabari could not continue as she cried, and Assistant District Attorney Kelly Galloway finished reading her message, stating, I will tell the doctor I bumped my head if I go. I'm going to give it one more day, but I can't sleep and I need some stronger painkillers. That's all. Why would I tell them what really happened when it's clear I want to be with you?
Sounds like she just wanted drugs. She just wanted stronger painkillers.
Well, so I mean, it does sound damning, but it can be interpreted in a lot of ways. Like, I mean, it's completely without context. Definitely something happened. A number of things happened or could have happened, and Jonathan didn't want people to know what actually happened. But it really doesn't exclude her, like, just falling or what have you, or drugs were involved or something. But two things we know for sure, and that is she bumped her head, and Jonathan didn't want whatever happened to be known to the public.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but people could have take that out of context, just like you said, GC. Like people, even if she just like literally just fell down and bumped her head because they know that she's Jonathan Major's girlfriend, they could have made up a story saying, "Oh, Jabari fell down and she's linked to that actor Jonathan Majors. Maybe he actually put his hands on her." So he wants to keep it private because he just doesn't want the media to go crazy with that
Yeah.
knowledge. I mean, so all they're just doing is just showing a text message with no context. And I feel like they're doing it just to just make sure they just nail him, like he's guilty. But that does not prove on the night that they accused him of assaulting Jabari that he actually did assault her. So it's like, what is the point of this text message other than to just further ruin his reputation and make him look guilty? Just kind of messed up that it's taken this long for this trial to go on. Like I feel like it's just gonna continue to go on and on and on.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's a good point. Also, if you, take any couple's interactions, um, and pay some law students to really just comb through every text message that two people sent back and forth to each other in a 2-year relationship, it definitely they're definitely going to be able to find something out there like this,
Mm-hmm.
and present it to a jury and have them, stretch their imagination.
Agreed.
All right.
I'm wondering what his defense has to say about it.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because the article, I mean, of course they did, but the article didn't include that because it's in his defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm pretty sure his defense team probably just said it could have just been a number of things that could have happened. And it's like, because they probably look at it as a big black man, he looks scary and stuff like that, and make it seem like he did it even though he didn't do it. I mean, you know they're going to do stuff like that. Even though I don't know what happened, so I'm not going to say that the dude did it. So I'm not even going to go there with that. But
Yeah, well, I'm
I'm,
saying that the media seems to be on against Jonathan in this instance
Yeah,
because they're
it's especially the state police who's trying to go after them because if he gets found innocent, that makes them look horrible. So
I
I could
mean,
imagine
but
that they're trying to
and it makes
nail
the
him to the
DA's office
wall.
look horrible too. Yeah,
but shoot, isn't it obvious why they doing that to him though? I mean, dude
Yeah.
was literally blowing up out here. Dude was in Creed 3. He was about to be in a couple of Marvel movies. I mean, dude was literally everywhere. The man was on the cover of Ebony magazine, even though I ain't like how he was looking all zesty on there, but
Who
he
y'all
was
talking
on
about?
that. Jonathan Majors,
Oh, I don't know who that is.
the dude from
yeah.
Creed 3.
Well, I mean, and another aspect, Swag, is that if they lose, then he has a countersuit, to the DA's office because he's lost money on it.
Yeah.
So they really can't lose at this point because, and we're
Yeah,
talking millions
they
here,
don't want
right?
to take that they don't want to take that L. So I could
Yeah,
imagine they're gonna do everything to make sure they like nail him to the wall.
yeah, exactly. The DA's office will take a huge hit, $1 million, millions of dollars hit because he did lose work and he proved that he lost work. He can prove that he lost work, for this.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, shout out to Megan Good. She's a real one. You're never gonna hear me do a video against her.
All right, who's
Oh boy. Yeah, who wants to take it next, man? Who didn't get a chance to speak on this?
you
Yeah, I
want to
don't
go,
think I
Leo?
said anything
Oh yeah. Oh,
with
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, I don't think I mean, I don't once the law gets involved, I'm like, yo, that's on your lawyer, and you or your team of lawyers. I hope everything works out for him. I really do. And I'll kind of just leave it at that. Because at this point, it's about what you can prove. Or unfortunately, in his case, it's about what you got to disprove.
Mm-hmm.
You got to disprove these damn allegations. So, like I say, I wish him the best of luck with everything. I hope everything works out. And It's messed up when this happens.
Mm-hmm. It really
Yes,
is.
obviously. All right, how about you, Leo? What's your take on it?
Oh, I mostly gave it. I think the DA
Okay.
is just basically going ham, trying to like nail him to the wall. Because if he wins this case, it'll be a huge hit to their reputation. Because I think part of his defense is that he had like video footage of the police coaching Jabari to say he hit her, right? So they can actually put some charges on him. So if he is able to prove that, then yeah, they're done. And I just think it's crazy how a man can lose everything just off an accusation. Like he
That's
lost, his money out of this. He lost his deal with Disney, all this promotion, all these ads. They took him out. So I think that's just ridiculous. But it's like Auntie
unfortunate.
said,
It's official. He lost.
it's a matter of what he can prove at this point.
Or
Mm-hmm.
disprove. Yeah,
It's
you got to
official. He lost
disprove
it.
it.
Disney.
Yeah, Disney about to like
I
they
know there were
took
talks,
King.
but it's official.
I
It's
think
not
they're
official
about to
yet.
replace him with Doom.
They already took it off, or they.
What they
Yeah,
said is
I know
they
that they were talking
probably
that.
going to they may change the whole like Kang Dynasty thing, which was supposed to be the next Avengers movie. They might make Doom the main villain, but he's still going to be in it as it stands right now. Of course, if he gets convicted of this, they're going to change it.
Of course.
They're
Yeah.
going to change it, but
Well, I liked his
that's
character.
because they have.
I should say I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I will give it to Disney for sticking by him this long.
I mean,
but
they
hope
knew they had the right guy cast. They knew they had the right guy cast. They knew they had him under contract. And that's the toughest thing when you got a cinematic universe, whatever, is keeping these people on board for all of these films that could total out to the next 5-10 years. That's the toughest thing for them. So, they felt like they had their guy. So trust me, they wasn't going to get rid of him unless it was the last resort.
Yeah, and they would have to they did
don't
almost
actually
all their movies like around him being the main villain. So they would have to like redo almost everything if that's the case. And I don't think they don't want
You
to do
also
that.
need an actor that could play all the damn variants too. Like you need the right actor too to do it. And they felt like they had their guy.
Yeah. And so far as, other than what's being talked about in the courts, there wasn't really that much evidence that proved that he was guilty of anything. If anything, it was more proof that she was more of the aggressor in the situation with all the videos and stuff that he leaked out even before the trial got started. So that's probably why Disney stuck around him as long as they did, because dude had evidence showing that she was just as much as an abuser as, she said that he is. And plus, didn't she get arrested not that long ago?
No, she was supposed to, but she actually fled the country, which is crazy. So
See? Ridiculous.
All right. So I think everybody gave their take. Blue, you said you don't want to give your take because you don't even know who he is, right?
Yeah, I don't even know, y'all. I just came in.
All right. So let's move on to the next one.
All right, you can take this one from here, Mel.
Yeah, I'm going to take this one here. I think I can just press play so you can hear it.
You sure got volume in it, though?
Def Comedy Jam guy.
All right, go ahead.
Crude. So how many compromising situations was I in? You were that way. If you slept with as many people as I slept with, thousands. And we're talking about 6 people.
There were like 20, right? I mean,
I spoke poorly. Oh, you mean like, that's not, no. Yeah. I spoke poorly to 15 of them. 12 of them. I spoke poorly all the time. I'm a Def Comedy Jam guy. I was crude. So how many compromising situations was I in? You were that way. If you slept with as many people as I slept with, thousands. And we're talking about 6 people.
there were like 20, right? I mean,
Oh, I,
Does it do? Wait,
yeah, it started
is there
over.
more?
It
oh, I'm
started
sorry.
over.
All right, so that pretty much was it. All right, maybe I
Hmm.
should read this.
I
Russell
mean,
said,
if you don't want to read it, I'll read it.
no, it's all right, I got it.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so Russell Simmons is opening up about SA, y'all know what that is, allegations against him in a new interview. As previously reported, 6 women came forward with allegations against the Def Jam head, and he denies any wrongdoing to this day. All right, so that's pretty much it. It's pretty much saying that he took lie detector tests to prove he was innocent. But what's the results? They didn't say what the results were, right? Of the lie detector test? Am I tripping?
I didn't see it.
Let's see. Is there more? Oh, that's
I
just
mean, usually it's irrelevant because they're not admissible in court anyway.
right. Whether he fail or pass.
Hmm? Yeah, I think it's more about his legacy than it is about court. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what they're attacking.
Right. Well, all right. I guess I'll go last. So, who want to go first?
Well, I mean, the whole Diddy thing is really like enticing women to look for paydays. Let's be clear, women are broke these days. Winter has come. It's just not the winter that Obsidian and Kevin Samuels hoped for. This is a whole different type of winter. Like winter is coming. Yeah, rent is up. Yeah, food costs is up. Gas costs is up. Everything is up except their paychecks. So winter is here financially for a lot of women, but instead of for being more complacent, they become more vicious, and that's what's going on. So now you have women who are sitting there, and like he said, he's been with thousands, and 6 of them was like, I slept with him, and I'm broke. Let me see what type of payday I could do. Let's just see if he'll pay me to shut up, and like Diddy did. And they're going for it. And this is what Auntie and I was talking about last time. Like this provoked a series of attacks. Like you said, the safe is open now. And this isn't going to stop. They're going to keep doing this. Like, they see this is a new lottery. This is a vaginal lottery.
Read.
Vaginal lottery.
No, he's right. I mean, these women are winning these cases, and
the guys are settling. So of course that's a win to them, but they're not actually winning the case. Like Diddy didn't win the case; he just paid her to shut up. And now these chicks are saying, "Hey, Russell, you want me to shut up? Where's my millions?"
Exactly.
Like that's all that's happening. These women are looking for hush money.
So what about you, Blue? Because I ain't hear from you since you came up.
Man, fuck all that. They looking for hush money like GC just said. That's exactly what he said is what's going on. Hey, you gonna pay me to shut up? You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. When these guys is famous and stuff, they may do things, or they may do weird things, or they just do things with people. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, they looking for something to say, hey, can I have some money? That's a way of asking, can I have some money? You know what I'm saying? You had sex with me 10 years ago, and right now it's trending to ask for some money like this. And it just Cassidy is just one of the many few who stuck around with Diddy, and the timing of everything is just like, damn, Diddy, you got. You've been played. We don't know what type of things Diddy did. Well, we hear what type of things Diddy did. They said Jay-Z too.
What?
They said, yeah. What's that? What's that girl? Jaguar. Jaguar.
Oh yeah, Jaguar, right? Yeah.
She said Jay-Z is just more slicker. He's just smarter. He's more, you know what I'm saying?
She
That's
outed a lot of people.
wild. I did not know they
Yeah.
got with Jay.
No. I'm just
They
saying
not
she
going
said that
after her, but
they're not going after, they just say
Oh,
she was just saying he's another one. He
hmm.
is another one, but he's just more smarter about how he do things.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So that's all.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it does make you wonder how many women are actually hushing, even if they have nothing to hush about. You know, like I
Jay-Z.
mean, because
Good.
we're just hearing the ones that aren't getting paid off, you know, in a timely manner, or the amount that
Mm-hmm.
they want to get paid off. You know,
Yup.
like with you know, like how many chicks actually was like, hey, Denzel Washington, you know, give me $1 million or I'm going to say you did this, you know, or hey, Will Smith, give me $1 million or I'm going to say that, you know, that I did this to your ass or to your butt. You know, like, I mean, how many women and I guess guys too is really out there that's just how much hush money has actually been paid out is the question,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is a fair question, you know.
Like say like Jay-Z might have did things with people, but he might have paid them properly for them to
Or
say,
if he
hey,
did
we
good
good.
things, like we have to take into consideration that I think that people can do this whether you sleep with them or not. Women can do this whether you sleep with them or not. You know, like how are you gonna prove that you know something didn't happen if she was the person that cleaned your fish tank 20 years ago and you didn't even know her name? You know, she just comes over and cleans the office fish tank, you know, once a month, and then she just tells a story and she's like, "Listen, I'm gonna tell the story if you don't pay me not to." Like, wait, who are you? You know, you slept in a hotel and the Mexican cleaning lady like, "Hey, you know, I cleaned your sheets when you put a do not disturb sign up." Like, oh, I don't recognize you. Yeah, well, you know, give me some money anyway. Like
Mm-hmm.
anybody can do it. It's sad. Anybody can do it. We're talking, you know.
Didn't Michael even write a song, Billie Jean is not my lover? All she
Yeah,
did was
exactly.
dance on the floor and around. That's all they did. They never had sex. They just danced.
Well, yeah.
Michael been talking about it. Like this is what they do.
I should let you know that that kid is me. But I mean, yeah, it is sad.
Now,
And no, I'm not.
being that you did bring up Michael Jackson, what about even that would happen? Do y'all believe Michael Jackson did the things that they say he did?
Absolutely not.
You don't, right?
I don't believe it.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm be honest, I don't know. I do think that you know I don't think he has a sexual attraction to kids. I don't know if he has a sexual attraction to kids, but he definitely you know has an attraction. He probably is just a guy that like kids.
I mean, the thing with me when it comes to Michael Jackson is like, dude was deprived of a childhood his whole life. So when he got old enough to separate himself from his dear old daddy, he couldn't revert to being a full grown adult like his age and his features would show that he's a full grown adult. Now, when it came to the music, oh no, he could put the childish stuff away and become a musical genius. But when he gets into his regular life, it's like all he really cares about is just being around kids. And I just think like his mind was just so stuck on being a child. So I mean, I don't think he was messing with kids, but I mean, that's just my
Hey,
opinion.
I mean, look, I'm gonna say this much when it comes to that. I mean, I'm with GC. Like, look, I don't know. You know, I mean, I didn't know Michael Jackson, but I'll just ask any parent: would you let your kid spend the night with him?
Well, hey, the
Yeah, I think
parents
that's what it
God
always
rest his
comes to.
soul. But it just seems kind of weird. You telling me that you got white people's kids staying the night with you and they sleeping in the same bed with you. I'm not letting my kids spend the night with you.
Well, it's weird when it
I
comes
ain't there.
to these
Well,
celebrities. It's weird because didn't the parents give the kids to R. Kelly, the underage?
yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
the
it's
the
so
parents of
weird.
them white kids, they brought him to Michael Jackson too. I wouldn't bring my kids over there. That's all I'm saying.
Here's the thing, Swag. Here's what's interesting, and that's those kids are grown now, and they're still not saying anything. You know, those kids are in their 40s now. Macaulay Culkin was one of them. You know, like, I mean, those kids are full, you know, bearded adults now, and nobody has said, you know, this has happened. Now we all know. I mean, I actually seen the R. Kelly video, but I mean, there isn't like that type of evidence, you know, when it comes to Michael.
I think he's innocent, honestly. I just, like Swag said, I just think he wanted to be a kid. His parents didn't give him that opportunity to be a kid. They made him sing. All he wanted to do was play and be a boy. And the parents was like, nope, get in that studio, make these songs. So he never got to live his life.
So was it a case like he just mentally was trying to relive something that he didn't live, and then people took that as he was being a you know, what they say he was?
That's
I
exactly
believe so. Because I mean, hell, look at Macaulay Culkin. The man just got a star at a Walk of Fame, and he still reps Michael Jackson to this day. And he was around Michael Jackson for the most part, the majority of the time, ever since Home Alone and Home Alone 2. Ever since Macaulay Culkin has been around, he's always been around Michael Jackson. You would think out of all the people that could have any license to say anything about him, it would be Macaulay Culkin. But he's always stayed true to him. And plus, on top of that, Macaulay Culkin is like the godfather to Michael Jackson's kids. So, I mean.
And also, Macaulay Culkin is not, you know, we haven't really heard from him since he was a child actor too much. So, you know, like he could be looking for a payday, and this would be a way to get it, but he's not, his blood don't run that cold. Like I mean, like he could lie and probably get a payday from it, but he's not going to do that because, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, just look at it though. Like, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with this actor Corey Feldman, right?
I'm not.
Oh, well, you ain't never seen the movie The Lost Boys?
Yeah.
He was the Goonies. He was the dude. He was the kid that always had the bandana in The Lost Boys with the raspy. Okay, yeah, but yeah, for so many years he's been a Michael Jackson fan. He's even hung out with Michael just like Macaulay Culkin did, and for years he would always ride with Michael Jackson even after his death. But for whatever reason, he kind of switched up on him. Like he didn't really come out and say that Michael Jackson was a monster, but he switched up on him. But Macaulay Culkin is the only one that has remained true to Michael throughout all these years. And like I said, he got more reasons to switch up on anybody with all the stuff he dealt with in his past.
Mm-hmm.
So people like Auntie and Cynical One, I mean, you said I wouldn't let MJ baby. Listen, nobody lets any single man babysit nowadays.
Bingo.
I mean, that's not really a Michael thing. That's just you don't let single childless men babysit.
Yeah, that's not a mic drop.
Yeah, it's not. It's, you know, like, hey,
yeah,
you know,
like I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. I'm not about to let my child be around no grown man and I ain't there. That ain't happening.
Especially if the grown man doesn't, and at one point he didn't have kids of his own, you know. So that's just like a general thing. Like that's not really a Michael specific thing.
I heard that they used to drop Aaliyah off at the studio with R. Kelly, and she was like 13, 12.
Well, yeah, it's not babysitting.
Like,
it's not babysitting at that point. But I mean, you know, they definitely sold that girl to R. Kelly, which is unfortunate because she's a very beautiful woman. And of course, he recognized that. But I mean, you know, I'm sure she consented. That's a consent that's not legally recognized, but you know, nevertheless, what happened.
I was actually just watching a cringe interview from back in the day. My sister showed me. It was R. Kelly and Aaliyah. They came in to speak. I gotta find it for y'all. And no one knew Aaliyah was married at the time, but they showed how she kept looking down at her finger and her shirt was hiding a ring, and she was just saying how happy she was working with him. And they both came in with matching clothes, and like the energy was crazy. Like she kept looking at his eyes and he was laughing. I gotta find that interview. And now that I know what was going on, it's so sick. Like just when you watch it, it's just sick because this is a grown man in his 30s and this is a 14-year-old girl. So it was just so weird. Like I'm gonna find that interview so I can show y'all. But they were trying to keep it a secret at the time.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's illegal unless the parents consent to it. I mean, and you know, they did whether it's bought or otherwise. I think that the parents is really the worst culprits in this case, provided that. Okay, I would say that the parents would be the worst culprits in this case if Aaliyah had no interest in him. You know, he was just a disgusting old man, and you know they made her do it. But it's a slippery slope because then, like, if you just say like it's disgusting, then you have like situations where a girl is 17 and the guy is 19, but he talks to the parents and the parents say it's cool, but is he still disgusting at that point?
Can you? I don't know. But can somebody put this in the back chat so I can click on it? Because I can't click on it from here.
All right, hold on a second.
Thank you, Rizza. She's always on top of things. Look how fast she found it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you know Rizza always be on the lookout.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was so sad. Like, what are you doing with matching clothes on with a 14-year-old? If you're not
I sent
doing
it to Hangouts, yo.
Oh, you put in Hangouts. Okay. I'm gonna click on it. Oh, she found it. She was on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah, see. And before Melody pulls it up, you know how we do over here. Fair use, fair use, fair use. We just only reviewing, analyzing, and critiquing what we see on our screens, ladies and gentlemen. So don't be trying to hit us with no copyright strikes. So fair use, yo.
Fair use.
Hey, bring out the red carpet. Bring out the red carpet.
How you doing?
What's up, girl?
Crazy.
You
How you
stack,
doing,
you stack. You know, America has been waiting for y'all to come back to us. How's everything going? Everything's going pretty good. Yeah. Okay, let's clear something up because you know I've been getting a rundown on the street. Everybody seems to think that y'all are either girlfriend or boyfriend or cousins or friends. Let's just get the record straight.
You better go get me a white Jeep.
Well, no, we're not related at all. No, we're not. We're just very close. This is my best friend.
Yeah, cool.
Now, who found her? In the whole wide
world. I found Leah. As a matter of fact, Barry Hankerson, my manager, who's her uncle, told me to go up to Detroit and hear her sing. Once I got up to Detroit, I didn't have to hear her sing because she was glowing. I knew she had it. As soon as she started singing, that verified it. And from there, we became here. And everything is all good.
Mm-hmm.
Is Aaliyah your real name?
Aliyah is my real name.
It's very unique. It's nice, though.
I think it's Muslim Arabic.
All right.
But
do you know the meaning, or does it have a meaning?
It means the highest, most exalted one, the best.
All right. There we
Who's
go.
cute?
Let everybody know. Can you say it one more time so we make sure we get this?
The highest, most exalted one, right? The best. The best.
Right.
Get it, y'all.
Telling you.
Now, what does everybody call you? I know your name is Robert, but do they say, yo, Art, yo, Kelly, yo Robert, yo?
R, Kelly. Some call me Ark.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Some call
making
him
a
Art.
mistake. Right, Art. Yeah, but most people who know me call me Rob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me, Aaliyah, I know you're a straight A student. How do you mix with, studies and / artists?
Well, it was very hard to intertwine school with a career, but I do feel that education is number one. Cool. So I work hard at that, and I go to performing arts school, so they're very helpful. They've been very cooperative with me. DSA, everybody know in Detroit. And my parents work with me, so they help me keep my grades up.
What do your parents think about your career?
They're very happy for me that, I finally got where I wanted to get. I've been working very hard, and they've been a great support. Since I was a little thing, used to run around and sing, and they've helped me. They've developed me.
Now, how do people around you act? I mean, you know how people say you've changed, and it's usually not you who've changed, but the people around you. Do you feel that kind of vibe going on?
Well, my friends at school, they've been supportive. They don't think I've changed any. They're the same. I'm the same. We're all the same.
That's cool. Man.
Now, how is he to work with?
Rob is great to work with because really it's not like we work because we're like really close. So it's like just fun, really. We just hang out, sing.
I don't ever remember working.
Yeah, it's just like fun.
It seems like you had a lot of fun recording your album, but is there any
Yeah, stop it from
song
time
on
to
the
time to
album
put in
that
a
is your baby that you like
commentary.
more than others?
At your best.
At your best.
Is Melody still there?
And that's what we're gonna peek at today, right?
That's right.
Why that song?
Because I love the Isley
I mean, anybody
and
should do
I
it,
really
but
admire them.
Wait, what happened?
no, I said you gotta
GC
you gotta
said you
pause
should
it from
stop
time to
it.
time to put in commentary.
Oh, all right. So first of all, let's start with they both have on the same matching outfits with Mickey Mouse on it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, thoughts?
Well, they both love Mickey Mouse, I guess.
It's just weird watching it. And the fact that she's 14 and he wrote age ain't nothing but a number, going down ain't nothing but a thing. Like, it's just weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah, looking back, we see how sick this stuff sounds. I mean, if that's part of their uniform as a hip hop duo, then I don't think that's appropriate for a grown man and a teenage girl to be dressing like that. They were the same age, maybe, but given one is adult, one isn't, that's just weird to look at.
One is literally a kid in school, a straight A student. Come on, like, really?
Look, I tell you what, if I was 14, I'll tap it though. If I was in her shoes, like if I was a woman at 14, I would hit.
What did you just say?
You would do what?
Wait.
Say that again, Happy Life. You would do what? What did you just say?
Tell me I didn't just hear what I thought I heard.
Don't repeat it. We all heard
No,
it.
bump that. I need to hear that again because I gotta make sure that my mind didn't play tricks on me. I gotta make sure my mind didn't just play tricks on me. What did I just hear? Stop talking when I'm talking, y'all. Stop talking when I'm talking. I'm trying to hear this.
What you saying?
Sorry.
What you got?
So don't be afraid.
What did you just say, bro?
Nothing, bro. Nothing.
Happy Life, what did you just say?
All right, fair enough. He said he didn't say nothing.
All right.
I want to hear this.
Man, y'all killing me tonight. Go ahead, y'all.
It's not a secret. Like I say, I seen a video. It's not a secret that he's into underage girls. You know, that's not a secret. We already condemned him on that back in the 90s. You know, when it first
2000s.
Wait, I'm sorry.
No, it was
Hold
the
up.
90s.
He said he had hit. He said he had hit.
I didn't know this until the 2000s. So.
He had hit who? Aaliyah?
Well, he was married to Aaliyah. When she
Who was married to Aaliyah?
I think Blue talking about Happy Life, bro.
Oh.
Well, yeah. I mean,
What you say, Blue?
Happy's not really commenting on that. So I want to move forward and say
He said he had hit R. Kelly.
We know
he said he said he would hit Aaliyah if he was 14 years old.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Y'all some lies.
So you would smash Aaliyah if you was a teenager again. You probably would. If we was still last name, you probably smash her.
Definitely, Hustler. That's my point.
He said if back in the day, if he was 14 and Aaliyah was 14, he would have hit it. That's pretty
Exactly.
much. Which is
Makes sense.
I mean,
that ain't what you said before, right?
That ain't what it sounded like I heard. But if that's what you was implying, then I guess we can let that go, man.
That's what I was trying to imply, but
you know,
it didn't sound like it at the beginning.
Right?
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
it didn't sound like it, but I was
Who looked like
implying.
liars?
That's what he meant.
Who looked like liars?
What?
I heard somebody say we look like liars or something.
I said when people listen to this over, hopefully y'all don't look like liars.
Oh, okay.
But he's saying that's what he meant. He meant he hit Aaliyah. So if he said that, why was he like quiet to confirm it?
It didn't sound like it at first. Now, I will say this though. In his defense,
you wasn't saying you would hit R. Kelly, right?
No, oh hell
That's
no.
not what you're saying. All right. All right. If you said it, you said you wasn't trying to hit R. Kelly. All right.
I think that's what he said.
No.
That's what he said in the beginning, but that's not what he meant.
No.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right.
Okay. Let's move on.
Please.
Okay, let me just say this.
Yeah,
Let me
let's
say that
move
in his defense, if I was 14 years old back in 1994, y'all probably hit that too. Okay, Aaliyah.
Yeah. Hit what? All right. There you go. Just
All right,
clarify.
let's continue. Let's continue.
Yeah, let's get past this. Let's go.
Fair use, y'all.
Jesus, fair use.
Hallelujah. Fair use. What's that?
Come on, you ready? All right.
They're very unique. Their sound is very unique. You can tell the Isley Brothers song right off. And when he brought it to me, I just fell in love with it from the first time. So that's why I love it.
Where'd the title of the album come from?
She's running around the studio one day with her friends, talking a lot of smack. Talking about age ain't nothing but a number, girl.
That was cringe. That was cringe. She running around the studio, and I was like, "Age ain't nothing but a number, girl." What? Huh?
Running around the studio doing what exactly?
I know that sounds real weird. He know what
God knows what.
he knows what she was doing when she was running around, and he said that was probably some inside thing he said to her, whatever weird things they were doing, and then they made the song. That's what I'm seeing from this.
I'm shocked that security wasn't there or Mia wasn't there. I'm shocked.
I'm shocked her parents weren't there. Shit.
Her parents knew about it.
Right. The parents are always to blame for Michael Jackson, for R.
Like,
Kelly.
why do you think that her parents still has ownership of the rights to 12 play?
Right.
I never knew that.
With R. Kelly.
Yeah.
What happened was he paid the parents off. That's what he was doing. He was giving the parents money. All of the parents of the little girls. And little boys, supposedly, because boys came out too.
You sure about that, Melody?
Well, yeah. Remember the whole case where men was coming out too, saying when they was little boys. You don't remember that?
Yeah, but that wasn't as strong as when the women came out, though.
I'm talking about he paid the parents. Are you sure about that?
I'm never sure, but I'm imagining. That's my take on it.
Why would you think that's not the case, though, Happy Life? Because you got to remember something. When R. Kelly was really out here turning all the hits out, selling out all the concert shows and making all these media appearances and stuff like that, this dude was rolling in dough, and you wasn't hearing nothing about this back there. But once that somebody broke into his house and he came out on social media and told everybody how broke he was, all of a sudden Surviving R. Kelly docuseries just started flooding out of the gates.
Yeah, pretty much. And now, did y'all hear about 50
You
Cent?
got me on that one, Melody.
But did y'all hear about 50 Cent is really coming out with Surviving Diddy? That's crazy.
Yeah, I heard about
It's
that.
such a troll.
50 and Diddy got beef. Like,
That is
yeah. He paid all them parents, man. Like, once he went broke, now all of a sudden you got the pappy on TV talking about, I just want my daughter to come home. I just want my baby girl to come home. Like, I ain't seen her in so long, and the granddad ain't seen her, and he didn't see her until he died. I just want my baby to come home. But you wasn't saying none of that when he was rolling out that money for y'all.
Exactly. All right, y'all. Fair use.
Fair use.
I'm like, what you trying to say? So immediately I heard the song, I said, I called her back 15 minutes later, told her, check this out. So we cut the track right then and there.
And for the record, you are how old? That's a secret. Women doesn't.
How old are you? That's a secret. Shh. What's that?
Well, she also said, as far as like for women don't reveal their ages, so.
Of course, but I'm saying you're not a woman, you're a little girl. So why can't you say 14? Why can't you say 14? 14 is an age that you can say. It's when you start getting over 25 when you don't say. So why couldn't you
but
say,
if she says it now, she's eventually going to get over 25. And if she says it now, when she turns over 25, people could just reference this 1994-14. You know, she was born in 1980.
Yeah.
Damn,
So
she
they
was born
like
in
if she was alive today, you know, because of this interview, as she said, it'd be like, oh yeah, you 43. You know, like they could do that for the rest of her life. So
the thing, well, what my sister said when she was talking about it, and she was there. That was really her era. You know, her and Aaliyah is the same age. Would have been the same age. She was pretty much saying that Aaliyah didn't want to say her age because people would start putting two and two together. Like she wanted people to think she was older back then because of the way she carried herself. She was mature, so she wanted people to think she was like 17. So because of what was going on with her and R. Kelly. That's what my sister said the talk was back then. So I don't know, but she been told me that too, because my sister loved Aaliyah. So
everybody loved Aaliyah.
That's pretty much what the talk was though, back in the 90s. All right.
Knows her age,
Keeping it under wraps.
That's right. So now y'all getting ready to set off this tour. I want you to know I'm coming with you because I'm on the Heavy D side. So we're going to set it off. Tell them about the tour, the package. I don't think everybody knows about it. Yeah.
Well, first of all, there's going to be a lot of excitement. Heavy D, if I'm not mistaken, Warren G, Coolio, Aaliyah, myself.
It's going to
be a bomb.
Now, are you guys going to be a package on stage, or are you doing your thing and you're doing your thing?
What'd you say, GC?
Almost everybody mentioned, he did like the first three people he mentioned, Heavy D, Coolio, Aaliyah, like it was just like a whole RIP thing. That's kind of sad. Yeah.
Yeah. The only one that's still alive is Warren G.
Like, dang.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
The only one that's still alive is Warren G. Yeah.
That is crazy.
It's like on Players Club. Like when you look at the cast of Players Club, it's like, dang.
And Friday, the cast of Friday too.
Yeah, it's Cube Vision. Like so, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Players Club was pretty good show back in the day with Bernie Mac and them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, Bernie Mac. Like, I mean,
shoot, that one came out of left field for me when that happened.
All right, let me hurry up and play this. I got like a minute left. It's almost done.
Yo.
I'm gonna play the rest through.
Fair use, yo.
I think I come on first.
Yeah, she's
Right
coming on
before
first.
him.
Do her thing. I'm gonna do my thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Leah, I know you like movies. That's what you do in your spare time.
Yeah. Watch the movies. My favorite horror flicks like Silence of the Lambs. It's my favorite. All-time favorite. I like comedies too.
Do you have any aspirations on?
Yeah.
Do you have any aspirations on becoming an actress, or maybe moving into film down the road?
Yeah, I would like to. The school I go to, of course, we deal in drama, dancing, everything. So I would like to do a little acting on the side.
All right.
Well, let's check out this new video of yours, At Your Best.
Real quick, I just want to acknowledge how beautiful Black women were back then. Like this.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah, this woman right here is gorgeous. Like, look at her shit. Look at her body. Like, she's naturally
natural hair.
Yeah, natural
We
hair.
talking about big legs, huh?
I mean, that's not natural hair.
That's not her hair.
That's not. I mean, so we're calling gorgeous not fat. We're calling just a woman not being fat gorgeous because the standards have changed significantly. Actually, in the 90s, people would not have considered her gorgeous.
Oh. Okay. So what is she then?
She's a not fat woman, but that was commonplace then.
Right. That's women today.
If I keep hearing the term fat women, I'm playing that.
Well, that's what women look like today. And back then, I'm just saying, this woman here in my eyes was beautiful. So I think she had a nice shape, nice legs. Remember Free from 106 in Park?
Yeah.
How she looked.
Yeah, but
I'm just
Yeah, she
but
was
see, Big Les, she used to be a dancer though, so of course she was very athletic build and she had the nice tone leg because she was always in videos and on tours and stuff. So she had to stay in shape.
right.
Hey, if you're a woman and you're an athletic build, then you're gonna have athletic children, and then your family gonna be successful. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
argue with that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely so.
Yeah, that's right, Kawhi. That was disgusting.
It really was.
I wish
You are
Rayhana was here.
loved by the Isley Brothers. Let's check it out, and then we're gonna get back in your business.
The remix.
All right, so that's really all we had to see. So I was just playing
Mm.
at to show how cringe, that interview was to me and to everybody else. So,
I
yeah.
mean, yeah, but everybody knew that fool was a creep. Like I said, like everybody up there
Yeah,
on his panel,
exactly.
I'm pretty sure if you didn't see it, I know you heard about the tape that came out with him messing around with that little young
Yeah.
girl. So, I mean, come on.
Oh, and
There's
then
more than one on
also,
the tape. And he did pee on her.
Mhm.
right. Yeah, I heard about that. But also, my sister was telling me there was a song that came out years before that because remember, the uncle was dropping her off at R. Kelly's house at 12. And in a song at the end, she said he was like a little Aaliyah's got it. Like in the song, do y'all know what song I'm talking about?
Which album was it?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna ask her, but she was like, yeah, everybody was grossed out because in the song, he said little Aaliyah. He was naming women who looked good and that he liked, and he said little Aaliyah's got it.
No, I don't remember that.
At
I ain't
12.
even gonna sit. I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie like I do. I don't remember that.
You remember that, GC? Auntie, anybody?
No, I don't.
All right,
Nah.
let me find out what song that is, and I'm gonna show it to y'all next time.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah. Well, we already talked about the Russell Simmons, right?
Yeah, we got that out the way.
So we got one more story, y'all. So I'm gonna put that on the screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
All
man.
right.
That
You
was
see the screen?
that was crazy. Yeah, hold up, ain't nothing come up yet.
Okay. Last but not least.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God.
And I know a lot of y'all go get a kick out of this because I know a lot of y'all had to heard about this story, yo. Because it's my God. But I guess I could take point on this one because I kind of
Yeah, this is crazy. I was like,
oh my God.
what's the Sip story that's floating around? It's a Sip story. He was like, oh,
Yeah,
you I'm like,
it was
yes.
a big old.
This is
It was a big old damn Zip story. I'm like, man, when I first heard about this, I said, no, bruh. Like, you really just did that, fam? So basically, Ruby Rose's #1 only friends subscriber got her face tatted on him. Lord have mercy. And then, of course, you got the text messages on the other screens, right, on the other pages and stuff. So let me read the text.
Oh my God.
Let me read this, man. Because when Happy Life, chill for a minute. Let me read this, man. Let me read. Okay, Brandon, weird OF fan. That's what she got him under in her phone. What you doing tonight? Why aren't you answering me? I thought we had a genuine connection. Ruby, why aren't you answering me? I have invested so much money into our relationship. I am in love with you. Why won't you love me? Oh, but it gets worse, yo. It's a screenshot basically showing how much money he just sent this girl. And this dude even said, I even spent $30,000 more on you since we met because I thought we had something genuine and real. Heartbreak emojis. I will empty my bank account just to be with you. I will travel across the country just to randomly run into you again. I will never be over you. You are the love of my life. And then of course the other one is the screenshot of his profile on OF talking about crypto whale looking for a queen. I'm like, Lord have mercy. And then here's another one. Surprise. What do you think? It took almost 3 hours. And the last one well, not the last one, but the other one is basically a video showing that he got that girl's face tatted on his body. Like, wow. And then here's something else that he wrote. I will send you 10 Bitcoin right now if you answer me. That is worth almost $400,000. All you have to do is respond to me with one word, Ruby. Please, I need your attention. I need to make sure that my kitten is safe. And then he got the graph showing the Bitcoins and stuff like that. And he's like, Bitcoin is one of those investments I was talking with you about on OF when you were asking me what I did to make so much money. I promise you it will be the best investment of our life. All you have to do is just react to one message of mine. Please, I beg you. I cannot think to live without you. And that's all the messages.
Oh my God. Woo.
Somebody need to call 911 on this dude and get him a
I'm gonna say that.
Major stalker vibes.
I honestly want to hear. I want to start with Blue because we never start with Blue first. Blue, was you
Yeah, let's
there?
go with him. Let's go with
Did
him.
you just hear what was going on? What's your take on it?
First, Killer, that was very good. He really was into that.
Yes.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
I guess that's the life these days, man. That's the lifestyle. The internet give people an opportunity to see different characters and people hitting secrets, how they, you know what I'm saying? How they are by themselves, and it's being exposed. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
And I come from a different culture, so our culture do things differently, and that culture, that's how they are. They some of them are like how he is, and got money, don't know what to do with it, and that's the thing. They got a whole bunch of money, they don't know what to do, and they do stuff like that.
Yeah, he just wanted him a sugar baby.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Think about it. If you from another culture and OnlyFans is the one of the most ways you could be close to somebody like that. Because what's she, a dancer? She a singer, right? Rapper.
Yeah, I think she a rapper.
Yeah, so that's like the closest thing he get any attention. He don't know how to act, and he trying to use his money. You know what I'm saying? To gain some type of attention from her.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but I think dude had already spent at least $62,000 in the beginning just to say that he spent 30K more. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Bro.
That's the well. It's even like that at like the if you're a black woman and you're dancing in front of like all white cops or something like that, like if you go to one of their like strip clubs, they will splurge on you. Like I've had friends who were dancers who made so much money off of white men because it's a fetish that they have. They want that black kitty. You know what I mean?
No disrespect to their culture, but these white guys, man, they get to have these black females they see, man, they like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, you know what my wife look like? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
They wife probably look like fucking like they dying, going back to hell. So they get it like to be just to get any type of attention, conversation. It's you know what I'm saying? It's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
for
definitely.
them. It's like wow, here they giving it up. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Agreed. Yeah. I mean, Auntie, what about you? What's your take on that, Auntie? He stepped
I
away.
think I think that's why they had go-go bars, you know what I mean? So they can that could be one way that they can have some type of contact with them and have a private life or you know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Agreed.
Well, I don't think that black people, we like to say it's other people culture, but we actually are the culture that made the song "It Ain't Tricking If You Got It." We invented making it rain. Like all this stuff is black. We like to pretend like we don't trick while tricking. It's very weird. I mean, we just got finished talking about R. Kelly. I mean,
Elaborate on that, GC.
so making it rain is essentially somebody um, paying money, lots and lots of money to women that they're not sleeping with. Like white guys aren't the only ones who are really tricking like that. We don't like to admit it.
No,
I'm saying
absolutely.
black men trick a lot too. And we sensationalize it while at the same time pretend like, that black men don't do it. So it is an interesting dynamic. I will say that, but
No, black
it's
men do
just
it. Hell
something
yeah,
that
they
guys
do.
do. Yeah. But
I'm
no,
going
that's what I
about
was going
to
to say
pick
about
right
that.
now.
But
I got a whole bunch of singles.
Oh my God.
You
Oh,
know,
he
throw it at a strip club, baby.
Are you really? No, seriously, are you really?
Yeah, got singles.
So when you go to a strip club, right, and you giving women money, do you give them $1 at a time? Like, how does it go? Or can you give
Here you
them
go,
like,
ma'am. Thank you.
so you just put like $1?
See you when you come back around, okay?
I mean, all
Got
right.
hey,
one more
what
he
dollar for
put
you.
happened if
5
I
fingers.
what happened if I went with a roll of quarters? Like, what would they say?
Yo, word is
Oh
born,
my
right?
God.
Not a roll of quarters.
And
Hey,
I was
yo.
just like flipping them, like
Yo, you know what my
Oh,
boy used to do? You know what my
I
boy
knew
used to
you were gonna
do?
bet a penny.
He went to the strip club. He done got so comfortable. He knew hey, you comfortable. Man, that nigga should start throwing tissue at him.
Are you kidding me?
Like
Oh
literally, like
my God.
yeah, this nigga was,
So what happened? Did they
yo,
get upset?
he'll really like ball up a tissue and be like, yeah, throwing tissue.
Oh my
But
God.
he knew them, and at a point, it was like that shit. They wasn't feeling that shit, and one night some shit happened. Not no shit happened, but it's like they got motherfucker was mad. You know what I mean? Last time you throwing tissue, and the bouncers was cool with it, so they ain't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Usually the motherfuckers would be trying to go to the bouncers. You know what I mean? Be
Yeah.
like, yo. And if it's a nigga they don't know, like they gonna throw your ass the fuck out of there. But he knew them niggas. We worked with bouncers before too, so it was like them niggas was like, oh, all right, like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck you gonna do, nigga? Shut up. That
Yeah.
shit was crazy.
I'm not really big on.
But when I go to strip club, I don't go to strip club, but if or when I do, and when I had one with like my cousins and shit, them niggas they would have to tell us some things you gotta let people tell it because they tell them they be like, yo, what the fuck? You smooth. He said, yo, how the fuck did they walk up to you and then just walk away? Like, what the fuck you be saying to them? I be like, yo, I just got in here. Let me get comfortable. I gotta get comfortable, get some money, get some change. I see when you come back. And they walk the fuck off. They go to them, they like, hey, Poppy, you know what I'm saying? They trying to, get them to spend some money and shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like when you're in a strip club, you being put on a spot, like when they walk up to you. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah, they used to call it beggars lot because
That's what I call it. I'm like,
yeah,
man, this shit big
it's
is
a
like
whole
everybody that motherfucker begging.
it's a whole bunch of women just coming up to you begging for stuff. Like last time when I went to
yeah.
one, it's like they kept coming up to me and they kept trying to like pull me up there to dance with them and you know, I'm like, ew.
They're trying to
Like,
get money off your titties. Because I bought a date
exactly.
once. They trying to get money off your titties. They trying to use your titties to entice the crowd because they're new. Like they
Mhm.
got regulars there and they're like, look, here's new titties. And you know, they're tipping because they see what you got, but they get the money.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So I'll be like, no, thank you. I'll pass on that. But yeah.
I'll give them like 10 nickels and that's
Let me
it.
let me ask y'all one by one. Let me ask y'all one by one. Who goes to the strip club right now on here? Do anybody go to the strip? When the last time you been to the strip club?
Well,
Me, like
last
maybe
time
probably
I
like
went was
05.
back in
Well,
October.
I already know. What'd you
Yeah.
say, GC?
Say like 05.
05?
Strip clubs aren't big out here.
Oh, okay. Auntie, what about you?
You might not be there.
What's his name right here? I can't see it.
Happy life.
Happy Life. What about you?
20, 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's what I'm
gave them
saying.
10
See,
nickels and they gave me a dance.
10
You gave
nickels.
10 nickels for what?
Yeah.
50 cent? And what they get and what happened when you gave them that?
They gave me the dance.
So they
Oh
danced
my
for they
god.
danced for 50 cent?
I
Yeah,
think
I
they were
got
gonna
lucky.
dance anyway, though.
He said he got
You
I
lucky.
got
think they were
lucky.
dancing anyway.
Oh shit.
You funny, happy life.
No,
But
seriously,
no,
that's
to
what
the
happened.
dude,
Like, I got lucky. I said, look, I only got 50 cent now. Y'all gonna have to help me out with this. I'm going through a hard time.
I'm
And
gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
funny.
me personally, I'm being dead serious, honest with you. I don't know what it is, but like when I go to the club, to me, it's like I be like, yo, these motherfuckers dancing on it. It just seems dirty and germy, like because you don't know who these motherfuckers fucking. You know what I'm saying? They all just rubbing that shit on your leg. And I don't know. It's just like I be like, you know what I'm saying? Like
you
you don't
don't
know what
know
the fuck
where
you might
they
catch.
been at. Like, you don't know who they be with. Like,
Yeah,
it's hard.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're
no,
right.
but to the dude with the tattoo, I don't. I think the major thing that he's doing wrong is poor negotiation. He definitely has enough money to trick on her properly, but he's offering a lot for a little. You know, I don't really see anything
Mm,
wrong with a wealthy person, um, you know, paying for what they desire. You hear about all these guys and you know, in Dubai and stuff, and they like, you know, I give you $5 million for Kim Kardashian. Like we hear stuff like that all the time, and what he's doing isn't much different. You know, he's willing to pay a sum of money to have a night with his fantasy. However, he's not paying for a night with his fantasy. He's paying for a word, a single word, and things like that. I think he's infatuated with this particular person when he would be better off from a financial standpoint. He would be a lot better off just hiring a regular sugar baby that looks most like her. If you know what he's infatuated with is her looks, you know, just
Like, he
hire a
just
sugar baby.
needs to pay 200 for like maybe 2 hours and just get it in, you know.
I mean, well, whatever. I mean, we're thinking like people who don't have his type of money because we don't. He
Yeah.
has money enough to actually have a sugar baby, which is a regular occurrence. It's you know
mm.
it's something regular. You know, you buy her an apartment or a house or something like that, a car and an allowance, and you know, and you have access. I mean, he could do that with the 400K as opposed to using it to buy a word from a woman. You know, he can actually get the a physical superior or better, but his infatuation with her is way past physical. It's maybe it's because of her music or something, and or he's just infatuated with her in particular. I don't know why, but I haven't heard her music. But he's is definitely deep with him, and it could cause him to go to the poorhouse because she understands. Listen, I mean, she understands that the more she ignores him, the more he's willing to pay. That's why when he says $400,000 for one word, she could have just replied with word, but instead, and got the Bitcoins, but instead she ignored him because she knew she could get more by playing that game.
GC, that is her rent money. Do you know how well she's covered in rent right now? Like, man.
I don't. I didn't know her rent
No,
was
the money
400K. I
that
know
he's
nothing about this.
paying her is the rent.
Well, I don't know anything about her. I do know that she's a far better negotiator than he is. But I mean, she's had a vagina for a lot longer than he's had money. So I think that that's why she's such a better negotiator than him.
Just hire an escort. Just hire somebody that will get your nuts off, whatever. Hire somebody, fulfill your fantasy.
Have you ever
bro.
hired somebody before?
No, no, I haven't. I'm saying for him, like.
No, I haven't either. But I mean, that's his thing. Like, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with the practice. Let me put that there. I don't see anything wrong with the practice, especially for a guy with a large amount of money. To hire somebody to fulfill their sexual needs, because you hire people to fulfill your other needs. I don't really see much of a problem with that. But I just think that is bad negotiation. That's it.
We're asking that question. LOL.
GC is the type that hire people to race each other, or GC is crazy.
Yeah. Like I did that. I did that when I was in the Philippines. I paid them to do crazy stuff for my entertainment.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah, I just think that he's overpaying. That's all. I think that's the biggest problem there.
Better ways to manage money than to waste it.
So what's the next topic?
That was it for the topics. Did you have a topic you wanted to talk about before we shut down? Because we shutting down at the 3-hour mark.
Oh man, somebody got to start another page. Keep this shit rolling.
Yeah.
We talk about.
It's
we
early,
talk
man.
about,
I stayed in the house for this.
I mean,
we talk about Genie Ma.
No, I got here late. My bad.
Man, I mean, a lot of people got here. I mean, it's all good, man. It's like you said something about
Well, let
Genie
me ask
Ma.
you. Let me ask Blue. Have you ever hired somebody?
No, I haven't. But I got the money too.
Yeah, have you?
Look, got the money too.
Wait a minute. So,
oh boy.
So you'd hire them to dance, but you wouldn't hire them because here's where I'm a frugal man, so I kind of look at things like this. So let's just say
I'm frugal too. I'm the same way.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
So I'm not gonna go. Hell no. That's why I don't go to go-go bars, because I know what it is.
But those dollars. Hear me out. Those dollars add up. Those dollars add up to hundreds, and eventually you're going to pay more for the dance than you do for the actual pussy.
But you didn't hear what I said. When I go, I don't give them money. Like when I have one, they're like,
oh yeah,
I don't. Yeah, like I don't be like I be like, yeah, I know how to go around that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't ashamed to go around it. Some motherfuckers ashamed to go around it.
I have a question.
I'm not ashamed. Nah, yo, hold up, give me a minute. I just got here. Let me get comfortable. Hold on. Like, man, fuck. That's why I don't go to them. But I might have friends, they want to go. You know what I'm saying? Yo, come on, you don't want to go. Come on, I come with you.
I used to when I went the few times that I went, I just went to drink. Like I just sat at the bar, but that's the worst thing you can do is sit at the bar, drink.
Damn sure is.
Because that's when they come to you and they want to, harass you, especially working in there. It's the worst. Like just watching people, it's the worst.
Imagine, and also when you're sitting at a bar, make sure not to drink too much, because it's like you at a bar, you're drunk, and then some girl can come up to you and just scam you out your money.
Exactly. And it's also girls that walk up to you and be like, "Hey, you want to be my drinking partner?" And they want you to buy them drinks, right, Blue? Right,
That's a
Blue?
yes.
Hey,
That was a yes. But I heard that laugh. I know that was a yes.
Hold up, Chelsea.
well, I once paid for a lap dance, and but I was really more interested.
Oh my god.
She said that she was going to shove the a $20 bill up her rectum
Oh Lord.
and to hide it from the
Oh,
people. Yeah, to hide it from like the because apparently they check them at the end of the shift to so they could get their
GC and
cut.
these stories, man.
Let GC finish it,
And
Happy
yeah,
Life.
no, that is the story. Like I wanted to see that. I was like, oh crap, I never
Uh,
seen somebody shove a $20 bill up their rectum,
So did you watch him do
and
it?
it's worth $20 for me to see that. I'm dead serious. And she rolled it up. She rolled it up real tight, and she did just
Did you
that.
watch it do it?
Yeah,
he just
Oh
said
my.
he did, yo. He just said he did.
Wait, let me ask you this,
yeah.
GC. Did she stick it between her butt cheeks or up the actual hole?
Up the hole.
Oh my
When he
god.
said up the rectum, you got it.
Like prison.
She
Oh
shoved it
Lord. Oh
right
my
up
No,
in.
well,
God.
I'm a frugal man, so I'm sitting there not paying any money, and then this white chick comes out of nowhere, looked like trailer. She looked like she was raised underneath the trailer. And
Oh God.
then, she just whispered in my ear. I was like, oh crap, I
Oh,
gotta see
that's not
this.
surprising. That's not surprising.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But GC, can you, for those who don't know, can you tell some of the stories of the things you paid prostitutes for?
The only ones I really paid them for was in the Philippines. Um, in the Philippines, I paid them to do a lot because, yeah, she put it in her prison wallet. I paid them to do a lot because the way they talked, they were like real sweet, and I wasn't really feeling them like, I wasn't gonna pay for their box. So I was like, okay, I want you to have some money. So do this. And the things include like pull-ups and arm wrestle and racing and I would have them like put 50 50 pesos, which comes in a paper form, on the butt cheek that's sweaty, and then have the other one put her butt. So it's two of them sandwiching a 50 peso bill, and then whoever it sticks to wins the 50 pesos.
The whole Olympics. I said the whole Olympics.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hard. Okay, the way they work, So I was talking to them, is that yes, they are prostitutes, but they get like a daily salaries. They get like $2 a day to just be there dancing, and every now and again somebody comes and pay $40, of which the club gets 20, and they get the other 20 to do some things, to have sex with them. So that's how that work. That's how they live, and most of them actually live in the bar. So that's the dynamic there. So I come along, and then they got like all kind of like knickknacks that you can do. And I will admit this, and this is why I was bringing up the point to Blue, because for $8, right, they have like a tray full of ping pong balls, and you could tip it over, and all the girls on the stage would just start scrambling for it. Even like the waitresses and stuff, everybody would start scrambling for it. And if they pick up a ping pong ball, that means that they get like 20 cents a ball. And yeah, it was funny watching them scramble for ping pong balls. Now, the thing is, and this is why I brought this up to the blue, was that I realized that I had tipped over so many ping pong ball trays that I could have just bought some booty. I spent more money. No, honestly, I spent more money watching them scramble for ping pong balls than I did on actual booty.
So, what do you regret not spending your money on booty? Because you're a frugal
No,
guy, so you don't regret it.
no, I'll probably do the same thing again.
Interesting.
The booty
I don't.
might not
I
be
get
good,
pleasure from
Melody.
different stuff, Melody.
I got you.
Now I get pleasure from different stuff, and besides, there was some. I had dates there because I before I went, I had set up a series of dates on a single site there, so I wasn't really hard up for sex or anything. So so that wasn't an issue. But say that again.
I didn't say anything.
What did you say, Melody? Oh,
I was saying
but
I
yeah,
didn't say
so
anything.
I do stuff like that. That's what I was doing. Yeah.
All right. So my question to you, HGC,
Now I will say that would I what?
Would you pay to for booty?
If it was extremely low and I was extraordinarily attracted to her, then yes. Provided that I get to do all the stuff that I would do had I not paid. For example, I like to kiss on the mouth. I like to give an open mouth kiss on the lips. I like to do that before and sometimes after sex. I like my penis sucked raw with no condoms or anything like that. And I don't think that I can do that with a woman who's paid. In fact, I wouldn't even want to, because you know how I feel about that. Yeah. So so that aside, if we could set that aside, okay, put it like this. If she wasn't working, right? Because I've seen this on a YouTube skit with you know that girl that Kevin Samuels did a interview with, Jenny Babas, that thick little Asian girl.
Yeah.
And so she did a skit one day where she was standing outside her own apartment, and her neighbor came up, and she was actually practicing to walk the street, and he was like, "What you doing?" And she was like, "Well, I'm behind on rent, and I really need some money, and I would be a dancer, but I can't dance, and blah 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 blah." So she gave this whole spiel. And then, she was like, well, how about you? I seen you looking at me, how about that you spend X amount and you'll be my first client? Now, this guy lived in the building. He probably thought these thoughts for a while. I'm like, yeah, under those circumstances, I could see that happening, especially since she's new. And it seemed like he got a discount. Like, yeah.
Right.
But those situations never happen in real life. Now, would I like prowl the boulevard for it?
No, not proud on the boulevard, but I'm just saying, would you consider doing it? Because you like to travel, and most men that travel, they do want some. They want to get a taste of the ladies, a taste of the food, a taste of the weather. So if you can't find a lady there, would you pay for one? He's on a delay.
I'm on a delay?
I think you are.
Oh, okay. Well,
No, he's
the
not.
short answer is yes, I've been in that situation.
Oh, so you have done
Okay.
it.
The short answer is yes, I've been in that situation. No, I'm saying I've been in a situation where I've been away in different countries.
Right. You like
And
to
you
Yeah,
paid.
but as far no, no, when I told you earlier I didn't pay, it's because I didn't pay. But no, it's I've been away in different countries, and yeah, I and attractive women have approached me with the proposition. But once again, it comes back to what I was saying. Okay, I'm on a delay, so let me start. Let me go.
Are you coming back? GC? I guess he's gonna drop down and come back. That's what it sounds like.
I think he said he was coming back anyway. So
Oh, okay, good. But where did Blue go, Mister? Oh, I want to stay up all night. He just left.
last time I heard, it sounded like he was on the phone.
Yeah, and I muted him because he was
Hmm.
talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anybody else have any freestyle, free for all things to say? It's kind of like a little
Speak.
open panel now. Now that we got our topics out the way.
Yeah, we got 15 minutes to the 3 hour mark, so make it snappy.
I got one.
What's that?
All right,
Yeah.
Shao Kahn.
All right, now about a week ago, I did my own show talking about whether or not 304 culture is actually winning in the Western society. You know, because people say 304s are getting all the wifey treatments while the traditional women are left behind, and plus it's been pushed to the forefront to where everybody's damn near doing it. But at the same time, you can say 304s are not winning because they're settling. They're not getting the men that they want. They're just selling for the nice guys that they said no to years ago when they were young and in their prime. They ran the streets throughout their 20s, and now that they're 30, they're just looking to settle for anybody. So would you call that an AO? So I want to hear Kill 'Em Sweetly's take. Do y'all think 304 culture is winning? Yes, no, maybe?
I think it's a maybe because on one hand they are selling, but they are finding other guys. And look at Brittany Winter, for example. I mean, I think she can like say get a man to sleep with her, but not wife her up. So I would say 304 is a winning in that regard. But if you want to be a wife, then yeah, they'll take a L on that.
Makes sense to me.
That was a good take, actually. Happy life. Do I think 304s are winning? The short answer to that is no. To me, in order to win, you got to have a ring on your finger, be married, be a wife. That is winning. These 304s out here, they sleeping around, they becoming single baby mamas. That's a L. Even the ones that's going out and getting BBLs and wearing a whole bunch of makeup and all this weave and all this stuff, they still and getting flown out. They still losing because when they get flued out, like they say, flued out, these men, these rich 1% men are blowing their back out. So to me, that's not winning because they only getting the peen. They're not getting, the ring. They're not getting what most women who are not 304s are getting. So to me, they all taking that L, these 304s.
Melody, I got a
I
question.
like that.
So would you say that when men take women out on 3 dates, you don't think the 304s are winning in that?
When men take what?
When men take women out on 3 dates, do you think they winning?
Well, usually a man with status wouldn't take a 304 out on 3
I'm
dates.
talking about like the simps that take women out on 3 dates.
Oh, simps? No. They're still not winning because they're not getting men of quality to take them out on dates. They're getting simps. So they're still not winning. They're still losing.
Yep, Pookies and Ray Rays. Yep, the street dudes.
They still winning in some type of sense though.
How's that? Let's hear your take on it. Oh well,
What did you say?
hold on,
Okay,
hold on. Let because me and Swag was supposed to give our take first, and then you. Go ahead, Swag.
Well, I seen the show that H&M was talking about like 304s, win it or whatever, and I'm gonna just give the answer that I gave over there. Like in the short term, yeah, they winning because they getting the financials, they getting the time, they getting wined and dined, they getting flued out, they getting all this stuff. But when it comes to the grand scheme of things, they not winning the long term goals because no matter what any 304 would tell you, at the end of the day, a lot of them do want to be married, they do want to have family, they do want all this stuff. But since they've been parading around and passing out their kitty like flyers for a party, they ain't gonna get what they want out of that. So, like I said, in the short term, yeah, they winning, but in the long term, no, they not winning it in anything. So that's my take on it.
All right, go ahead, Blue.
Makes sense to me.
Let's hear Blue's take, and then Game Changer and Hustler. Go ahead.
What we was talking about?
It's 304 is winning.
Oh yeah, they
30.
win. Oh no, he was talking about if they go on 3 dates. Do that mean they winning, right?
Yeah, like if
I
men take
guess.
women out on 3
I
days.
think regardless the status of the man, they winning. They came up, they got something for nothing.
Yeah.
That's not a win.
Mm.
Like Swag said, that's a win for the short term. They won for that moment, but they didn't win in life. They didn't get
True.
the
Right.
they didn't get the family. They didn't
I
get
agree.
that stuff. Hi, Bree.
I definitely agree.
Yeah, so nah, I don't think they're winning.
So they
Well
got
said.
short-term
And
victory.
like I said, even if they're getting all that stuff, they're getting it from men that they were not initially attracted to off rip. Just a beta male simp that they said no to when they were younger. Now they're just running back, looking for a way out.
Mhm.
Hustler. Oh, you just go, Hustler? You just go.
Well, it was my topic.
I thought
Oh, I'm
GC
sorry.
was
I didn't mean to say Hustler. I meant to say GC. I'm sorry.
going. Yeah.
What the okay, whatever.
You there, GC?
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm here. It
All right.
depends on what they feel the prize is to determine if they're winning. I mean, if they have their goals set on a particular thing and they achieve that, even if that thing is, somebody has TV or something in the background.
Hi, Blue.
But even if that thing is a few dates or the ability to date regularly for free, if that's the case, then they are winning if they are able to accomplish that goal. If they have a different goal in mind that they're not able to accomplish, then they're not winning because they didn't accomplish that goal. So it really depends on what their goal is.
They want the same thing every woman wants. A husband and some kids, but they're doing all the wrong shit just to get it. So I call that an L in my book.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I mean, if they want a husband and kid and they don't achieve that, then they're not winning. But we don't know if they want that. I mean, we assume that women want that at every stage in their life, and they probably don't. And some of them probably don't. So it's really more of an individual question.
Okay, so in other words, it depends on how they set the bar as far as what they're going for. If they're going for just money, penis, and kids, I guess they won. But they're going for a traditional family, then that's an L, basically.
Well, if they don't achieve a traditional family, then yeah, it is a L.
I know, that's my point.
Believe it or not, there are a lot of men, particularly black men, who are willing to make 304s housewives. And if a woman's goal in life is to be a 304 and then later become a housewife, there is no better time in history that I know of to do that than now.
I don't know about all that. In 2023, I don't know about all that.
You might as
Maybe
well
in
say 2024
2003.
at this point.
Maybe in 2003 or 2013, but today, no.
You might as well say 2024 at this point, my guy.
But we got 3 more weeks left, so hey.
It's pretty much over, bro.
Well, no matter the year, the truth is that if a woman is attractive enough, men overlook their past. You know, and
I don't.
Yeah, okay. There exists men that do overlook a woman's past if she's attractive enough. And because black men have no standards, they even overlook it if she's not attractive. Yeah, so you know that's where we're at right now.
Anybody disagree with
I
that
wouldn't recommend
statement?
any man do that, but
Guess not.
yeah, I wouldn't recommend any man do that, but you know, far too many do. I seen a special on OWN where you know there was a woman. I don't know if she was a woman or a girl, but she was a teenager, and she was a 304, and she wasn't an attractive person at all. And you know how OWN do, they talk about how they hooked her up with an apartment, a place to stay, and stuff like that because you know for whatever reason they thought that because she decided to sell her hoo-ha that she deserved free rent. And they gave that to her. And then like a dude who she knew from high school became her boyfriend. I'm thinking like, dang, you have no self-respect. And unfortunately, we live in a time where people lack self-respect. Where brothers lack self-respect.
What was it called? Is it something I can pull up?
So whoever the Asian reporter is on the OWN network, find out her name. Well, just type in OWN and then, you know, like prostitution and maybe something to come up. But it has an Asian woman on it, and she was like the reporter. And it was a black girl. So let me see if I can find it.
Okay. Let me see what the hell you're talking about.
But my point is that you know, I know you don't do it, H&M.
Okay.
But there are people, there are guys out there that overlooks a woman's past, and they actually think that she is the victim of something. You know, they actually think
Okay, let me say this.
Go for it.
The only time I will overlook a woman's past if I'm just trying to smash. That's it. I'm not trying to marry her, take her seriously. I just want to get access to that cooch and then be out of there. That's the only time I don't care about her past.
So because like regular sex is scarce now, to say the least, and this isn't me speaking from
regular
any type of regular, like in-house or what have you, like whatever you want to call it. So because that's scarce, and men are having sex less and less, men are becoming more compromising in order to secure a sexual relationship.
Oh, you pulled it up?
No, I'm looking for it.
Oh, hi, Simon.
What's up?
What's up?
Okay, I found it. It was easy to find.
What
All
up?
right,
What
so,
up? I had it on mute. What's up? What's up?
Yo. We growing the sexy up in here. Let's go.
We grown and sexy. You know how we do. All right, so
y'all heard about the Just Pearly thing situation?
what happened with Just
Yeah, she getting demonetized.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck her, man. I ain't got shit to do with nothing, man. What the fuck?
all right, I put it in the back chat.
Well, actually on your top list. Jesus
I put
Christ,
it in the back
man.
chat.
Okay.
Wow. What are we talking about? I thought we were talking about some grown conversations. Go on.
We're talking about is 304 culture winning in the Western society? Yes, no, maybe. What's your take on it?
No, I love 304s, man. Fuck that shit. I think men are stupid. Like especially like when it comes to the fact that they could be married and in a sort of like a situation.
Got better.
Sorry.
Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that.
Okay, what were you saying, Simon?
I'm saying that men go to 3 or 4s all day long. Why not? Because we work. That's what we do. If you look back to to the industrial like situation and that's the whole thing. Look, yo, bro, look, let's be real, man. Like we're being stupid out here. I don't know why, but I'm just saying when men go out to go work, most of the time they have to go to another situation. And you have to deal with your sexual connotations. That's what you got to deal with, man. It's like and most of the time the wives won't be too displaced with that. But right now, I don't know. It just sounds like mostly niggas are in their house, man, and it's some crazy shit. I don't know. Like most niggas are in their house, and they're like battling stuff. It's like that's not how it went down, man. You have a life partner, you know what that shit's gonna. I have my life partner. It don't matter if I'm divorced, married, this, that, whatnot. She's rocking with me regardless. Don't matter. I know this. No one can stop that. That's what it
Okay.
is.
All right, so I'm gonna play this because GC had pulled it up. So let's see what you're talking about, GC. Oh, fair use,
All right.
fair use, fair use.
So that's the girl, the black girl, the first one that you said.
Pimp's
But
prey.
they're gonna show something, I'm sure.
Okay. I'm not gonna get a copyright for this, am I?
I hope not.
Put fair use up there. And it should be cool.
Yeah, I said fair use already.
Is this
Yeah,
the
but
Jeff
I
Curry
mean,
thing?
display
Oh,
the disclaimer.
I'll display it. Yeah.
Display that little disclaimer, just to be on the safe side. I do it all the time on my channel, so hey, it's become a force of habit.
Fair
FBI
use,
got
fair
shit to do with
use,
this,
fair use, fair use, y'all. Fair use.
Fair use.
My whole mood
On
just
vulnerable
changed.
girls, lure them in with the promises of love and money, tell the girls they can call them daddy, and after they gain a girl's trust, the exploitation begins. For Tina, it lasted a year and a half, until at 15 years old, she found her moment.
When the police did a raid out in the street, I just said my real age. I just couldn't take it.
Tina got out, and now she wants to save others. Let's do this. We'd arranged access to an office building that looks down onto what's referred to as the main track. It's a dangerous place at night, unwelcoming to outsiders, and we are going to try and film it.
Lean forward just a little bit.
Tina and I will wear hidden cameras, and we're joined by Elizabeth, a trained volunteer who has worked with Tina before, and 2 bodyguards who will keep their distance.
Perfect.
All right. The rest of the team will film from windows and cars. So I've seen a few girls, and then they just walk off and disappear, which leaves me to believe they're probably engaging in activity as we speak. It was nearly 3 a.m., and the action was heating up, and I was about to learn the rules of the street.
You got it stashed right there.
Have my hat.
Good luck.
Here we go. The night's about to begin. Tina and I are entering a world with strict rules. The players out here call it the game.
Come on, walk down, walk down. We saw young girls out last week. Every time we go, we generally see young children that we have to alert the police to.
This strip of downtown DC, like other streets around the country where sex is sold, is called the Blade or Track. Tina tells me that tracks known to have very young girls are called kiddie tracks or runways, like models on a catwalk. Tina explained to me how to identify that a girl was working.
We gotta pause it right now. We
Here we
gotta
go.
pause
Here's
it.
one.
Pause it every now and then.
Anybody got anything to add to what you seeing right here?
Well, why you gotta pause it? Just
To keep the
asking.
fair
Because she'll get
use.
a copyright strike. She'll get a copyright strike if she don't. Happened on my channel once. So hey,
So
Yeah.
so
Is that
if
what
you play it,
that's what you're concerned about? Like she getting a copyright strike versus like the point she's trying to make.
so it's like if you
yes.
playing it fair through what do they feel like you doing?
Yo, these
Like
cats
you
be out
stealing,
here, man. Jesus
like you
Christ.
stealing their content, so you gotta pause it every like 30 seconds. That's what people are
Oh,
saying.
okay.
How
Yeah.
you allow these all black women to be out here doing this sort of trapping shit? For real. Yeah,
I
it's
think it's
boring.
what they call an experiment.
No, it's not an experiment. You niggas are out here doing this shit. Like, yeah, you're allowing this shit to go down.
Says who?
Says you, because you don't pay attention to it. Most of these cats are just out here. If you're not married, I'll give you a pass. I'll give you
Simon, you the one that loves 304s, man. You allow it.
because I'm capable of that, but that's different. But I'm just saying, are you saying different? Are you saying that you're gonna say the same thing I say? Because I can.
So
You
this
know what I'm
isn't
saying?
the one that I was talking about, but it was Lisa Ling. It was Lisa Ling who really focused on, and you could see her in the B reel in the beginning, of a young black girl who was a prostitute, but they made her out to be a victim of something or other, when really it was just something that she wanted to do, and society just came out and gave her free stuff, and then this dude comes out of nowhere and said he had a crush on her when she was like, yeah, you had a crush on her when she was a virgin, now she's ran through and you're getting leftover ran through stuff. So as long as society really sees things like that, then they're going to win, because she's a criminal, she's not a victim.
I get what you're saying.
So that's my take.
I hear you.
Like,
right.
She is a criminal. Like, if she was 15 and instead of her box, she was selling weed, they'll be trying to try her as an adult.
Right. Anybody else have anything to say before I continue?
Women sign up for this mess, man. They got
no, they don't.
Oh yes, they do. They sign up for this BS, and then when it don't go their way, they want to blame somebody else other than they damn self.
Exactly.
All right. So are women at 16 years old?
Huh?
The content we're watching,
Okay,
right?
the answer to that is no. But his statement wasn't that 16-year-old women sign up for it. He says that women sign up for it, meaning that
All right.
there
So
exists.
but the video we're watching. How old is that?
Females who are above 18 who sign up.
How old is that? How old is that chick? How old is she?
No, but once again, his statement wasn't to this individual chick.
I didn't say any
what
of
he
that.
said was
I'm asking
women.
you a question.
No. But you said no, it's not to
She
his
said
statement.
15.
His state.
How old is the chick
His
that we're
statement
watching?
was his state. But see, he wasn't talking about the chick, because he said
This is
women
when
sign
niggas
up for
get
this.
real in their
And then you
feelings.
said no, they
Stop. Look, stop and
no,
answer the
no.
question.
You're missing. No, you're missing.
Let
what
the man
happened.
talk,
You're
please.
missing what happened. Huh?
No,
You're missing what happened.
let Game Changer continue.
Simon,
No,
you
you're
already
missing what happened.
Hold on, real quick, Simon. You're kind of thin ice. Swag is ready to boot you because of last time. So
Yeah, they're gonna boot me all day long. I understand that, but I'm just saying, like,
no. But what I'm saying is,
I'm not disagreeing with people that are saying something. I'm just saying, what did she say? And break it down. What did she say? How old is she?
Okay, so you're making a separate statement. If you're saying that this girl
She said
choose
15.
it as a woman, but once again, you're saying that if
Now
you're saying that
you see the problem with
this
all of
girl
this.
didn't choose it as a woman, then that statement is true. But
I
there
didn't say
exist
all
women
that
who choose
stuff.
this
I just
lifestyle.
asked you. I just asked you.
Now, I'm going to say this, and I want to make this blatantly clear. A minor can be and is often charged with criminal acts. So a minor is capable of committing a crime. Juvenile hall is full of minors that commit crimes. So is this minor committing a crime? And the answer is yes. Now, is she treated like a criminal? No. Should she be treated like a criminal? Yes.
Okay.
Some
Feel
were
good?
fairly easy to
I get
spot
you.
with skimpy
Jesus
clothes
Christ.
or getting in and out of random cars. But there's a lot more going on here than first meets the eye. There are invisible threads of power and control, and the girls have none of it.
Hey, homie, what's y'all? Y'all ain't down with the game, then.
Okay, y'all. Y'all gonna have to get on the street. On the street. On the street.
Tina tells me when a pimp is present, girls are not allowed to walk on the sidewalk.
If a pimp is on a sidewalk and they're walking on a sidewalk, you'll see that girl jump on the street. You're not allowed to walk on a sidewalk if a pimp is present.
I never heard of that. That's my first time ever hearing that.
That's new.
Sometimes it's sensationalized. Well, sometimes it's
No.
sensationalized, and sometimes they just lie.
No, if you're
They
not in
wanna
an
make it
industry,
seem
you
like
don't
these women
understand
are
what it is.
oppressed.
It depends on where you are, I guess.
That's a total industry.
No.
so-
Okay. Well, you tell us exactly how it is. You tell us exactly how, because we don't understand. You tell us exactly how the P life is, please.
PIMP.
Oh, I'm supposed to sort of say that to you? Are you saying that? Like,
Well, I
without
mean,
you
because
paying
we
me
don't
to
understand as you stated, so help
All
us to
right,
understand.
yeah, but you're so intelligent that you seem to want to go, okay.
Well,
You
see,
tell me
yes, I
this.
am very intelligent, but just like I am very intelligent, but see, even intelligent people don't
Am
know
I
what
talking
your
to
shoe
this chess
size is.
nigga? Because I can't really see it.
Yes,
Like
you are.
I'm trying to
Yes, you are.
understand.
So even
Yeah, okay.
even
All right.
intelligent
So
people.
I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from, and I
Okay,
appreciate you,
great.
bro.
So please tell us. Please edify us.
No one could do that. So the question you're asking is irrelevant.
Uh-huh.
So you need to ask better questions. That's it's like you can't like keep like spitifying shit that you don't understand anything about.
Well, and I'm asking for understanding. So it's not a dumb
Yeah,
question.
well,
If you say somebody don't understand something, I say help me to understand
all
it.
right.
And
So
you say
tell me
that's a
what your
dumb
question
question.
is. Tell me what your question is.
Okay, so you just stated that we don't understand that life. Please help us to understand this life.
You can't do that within a question. If somebody look, if I turn around to you and said I need Tupac, right? How you gonna understand that life?
Okay, for example, right? Say somebody is a Marine, and then this
Did you
Marine
wait?
goes to
You
say,
didn't even answer my question. You said right, and I respect you. Don't get me wrong, bro. I love your conversation. I'm just saying. If I said to you, I knew Tupac, right?
Mhm.
And he died in a certain type of way. Are you trying to tell me you're gonna explain some shit to me like I understand that shit?
well, if you knew Tupac and I was to ask you what was he like, I would assume that you'd be able to answer that question.
Meaning what? You're trying to get like a full assumption of an entire person's life where it don't work like that.
I'm
I
asking
I
for.
don't I can't
I'm
I
asking
can't
for. No, I understand. I understand. So it's a question of scope now. Just to be clear, if I was to ask you what was Tupac like, it wouldn't be, you know, an analysis of his entire life. It would be limited to what you know of him. Much like the
Yeah.
question I'm asking now. This is not an analysis of prostitution as a whole. This is tell us what you know about it that we don't know.
In terms of prostitution.
Yes, you just said we don't understand the life.
What?
Please help us.
I mean, I don't understand what you don't understand about prostitution. Prostitution.
Okay. So at the time that this came up, we were talking about the hoes walking on the street as the pimps walk on the sidewalk. Please explain that to us.
Yo, hoes
Please
are
explain
hoes,
that to
pimps
us.
are pimps. Hoes are hoes and pimps are pimps. I will fucking literally give a hoe whatever they need to do to get what I need to get through. If I need to go through that city and do what the fuck I need to do, that's literally history. That's what's gone down. Like, you know.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't.
So let me ask you this: are you a pimp?
I ain't no fucking pimp.
Okay.
No.
I understand. Let me help.
Yes.
So what did you mean when you say you would literally give a hoe what she needs?
I'll give a hoe what she needs because I understand what hoes go through.
But you're not a pimp.
Yo, why do men work?
Wait. I'm trying to get your perspective.
You don't understand this shit.
Argument.
I swear to God.
No, there is no argument, Melody. I'm just trying to understand this person. So
Yo,
you're
why
not a
do
pimp.
single men?
Okay. Let me ask this.
Men
Let me ask this.
Why do single men?
Hold on.
I'm curious.
Hold on. I gotta say this. I gotta say this. Is there a point to this discussion here?
Yeah, you either in a marriage or in a relationship, right? If you're in a marriage, you're locked in. I get this, right? This is why I love this nigga because he's so cool. Yo, if you're in a marriage, right, you're locked in. You ain't got no fucking talk in this stance. If you're in a relationship, maybe it's a bit debatable. Maybe you're like, oh, I don't know, because she could just run off, and I don't know. Now, if you're single, you can go and fuck the world. Like the fact of the matter is most of the time women be crazy about that shit. Like it's not really even you're trying to do something. I can go and fuck who the fuck I want. But the thing is like men turn around to women in the same position and go, you can't do that shit because you're gonna be building up bodies. And if I ever wanted to be with you, I want to know who that nigga was before I got with you, just to understand what kind of body you ran through. And women are not comfortable with that because they know they'll be dealing with some fuck up niggas. No, yo, listen to this for a second, right? Have you ever imagined your ex-girlfriend being with a guy that can fuck her more than you can fuck her? Yeah, pause, nigga. No man wants to think about that. No man wants to think about that.
So,
but the fact of the matter is, it's going to happen anyway. It's not up to you.
Right. So I do want to say that they do like to put the blame, Melody, on the P's. And I don't mean prostitute. When really it's these women who are infatuated with this lifestyle. These women who have choices, you know, the government pays them to be women. They pay them to have kids. You know, they can be,
that's a misdemeanor. I think I get where you're coming from, bro. And I think, you know, I really do where I really do where you come. I get it. But that happened a long time ago. Women are not dealing with this shit anymore.
Dealing with what?
This whole thing that the government set this welfare system up and, you know, enable
so women are no longer on welfare?
They are, but they're
so
not.
Women are no longer on welfare?
They'll be tricking you.
Huh?
They'll be going,
some of them are.
Well, Yo, some of them be tricking you. They'll be like, yo, I'm on welfare, but I got my own business on the side. No one's talking about it though, because they can't. You get what I'm saying? It's like they're on a different thing. This is the thing. Crazy. It's like, and I find it hilarious. I also find it very attracting at the same time because I salute to you
What
girls,
thing are
man.
they on
You
right
can
now? It's
fucking
not
up these
welfare.
niggas. Like, nah, it's tricky, man. I swear to God.
What are they on right now? I'm
Yo,
curious.
these
You say
these
women are on
bitches,
something different. What are they
yo,
on right now?
yo, they're not what you're on. Like, most men are timid. They're timid. And the thing is like these girls are out here. They're doing extra stuff, but they're being silent with it. Like we're still on this old talking points, like from 3, 4, 5 years ago, thinking, oh, these girls are.
Oh, somebody paid to boot you off the panel, bro.
Who they pay? They pay you?
Yeah, Culture just
Oh,
sent
he's
me a
gone?
$5 cash app, man.
Damn, I told y'all to pay me to drop them. So let me stop. I'm on the
All right.
Salute
Well,
to you,
damn.
Culture Invasion
Ain't her in the
Podcast for that
future,
$5.
y'all. She's the best.
All right, well, damn.
What the hell was he talking about? But continue, please.
Okay. So, like I was saying,
Oh, you sent me one too. All
like
right.
I was saying, they're not holding the women, young or old, accountable for their actions. They're not holding the women, young or old, accountable for their actions, which is encouraging it. And which goes back to this thing. Are they winning? Well, they're not really losing the way that they should. And that's because of society's view of them. They view them as victims of something or other, when really they're just women who choose to sell box.
What is happening?
Melody, you there?
Yes. What's the noise?
Sound like somebody eating.
All right. Well, thanks for the cash app.
Hey,
And yes, now we have a
can you hear
bounty
me?
system. If y'all want to get people, y'all have to pay me and Swag through our cash app. That's the new rule.
Culture
So,
said he ain't dealing with that.
yeah.
Man, shout out to you, Cuzzo, for that, man. Like, you saved the day for
Shout
that.
out to
Real.
Culture.
Facts.
Okay, like I'm trying to get him out of here.
GC, can you hear?
He might still be on a delay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, I was just making sure you were still there. Okay, I'm going to continue.
Yeah, I'm here.
Fair use.
Girls belong on the street to make money, and pimps take the money.
To the casual observer, girls may seem like willing participants out here, but many of them are not, and there's always someone watching.
Watching.
Pimps may follow their girls or keep an eye on them from cars. Hired watchers make the rounds on bicycles. From a business point of view, it all makes sense. The girls are the commodity. They can make a pimp hundreds of thousands of dollars a year by sleeping with as many as 20 or more men a night. Young girls can make them
20 or more men a night. Okay, so take it from me. I have a vagina. One penis hurts. How in the heck am I going to sleep with 20 penises? One penis hurts.
Well, I don't have one, but I will say that I think that the reporters are lying here. I really do. I think that the reporters are sensationalizing it. I mean, just listen at the way she talks. As many as 20 and sometimes more. It's like, wait, is 20 the minimum? Is it between 20 and infinity? Like, I think that it's actually very low, but they are, making it out to be more than what it is.
Wait, hold up. You
Like
talking
everything
about?
here.
Hold up. GC, you talking about girls like what they show on a track?
Yeah.
No, them motherfuckers be fucking like that.
Oh, okay.
I knew, and the only reason I'm saying I know that because when I used to live in Jersey City, I knew a pimp. Real life. Look, matter of fact, pull him up right now, y'all. Prince Darby from Jersey City. Pull him up right now.
I'll pull him up.
Pull him up right now.
Prince
Prince
Darby?
Darby from Jersey. Yeah, Darby. So nobody don't think I'm telling no false. No, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll pull him up. Now, what are we looking for when I pull him
No,
up?
I'm explaining it because like I want people to know this is an actual real person. It's not. I'm not just. You know what I mean?
Prince Darby.
Darby. Yeah, from Jersey City.
D-O. How you spell it? L-B-Y.
Yeah.
Prince Darby.
Darby. Let me see.
Oh, I don't see.
Prince Darby, Jersey City.
How do you spell Darby?
D-A-R-B-Y. Darby.
B-A-R.
D. Yeah. D.
D-A-R-B-Y.
Yeah. Prince Darby, Jersey City. Now, this guy lived up the block. He had a condo up the block. He had word. Now I know these stories through older guys that was locked up. You know what I'm saying? But I actually still know him. He had like 50 hoes, bro.
I don't see no Prince Darby when I look that up.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
He really had like 50 hoes. And hold on, let me send this to her. And I used to see most of them. He used to come out the block of the condo, right? It's a 1, 2, 3, 4-way street. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Main Boulevard. He used to come out. The nigga had a Cadillac, right? He had a caddy. He used to come out, stop all the traffic, right? Word is born. Here, come out, stop all the traffic. Whoa, hold up. Word is born. Come out, have Abe stop the traffic, and then all his bitches will walk out the motherfucking house in a straight line to the motherfucking into the cattle into the limousine.
How many he had?
What, limousines or hoes?
How many women? How many holes?
He had like 40. The count was 40, but it might have was more than that. And how motherfuckers used to know, because when he get locked up, niggas still running shit from in jail. And he used to be like, he gotta do count. The nigga was making money in jail, and he'd call. And motherfuckers used to be like, we used to hear him. He used to have count like this bitch did. All right, that's 2. This bitch, like 40. This nigga made mad. I gotta read up on him. He had a house on Communipole, right? The whole mandatory had to have $1,000 to come in the house at night. If they ain't have $1,000, they couldn't come in the motherfucking house.
Oh,
they had to make it that they had to. This is that's why I said I want y'all to pop up, because this is like a real person, real shit. And you can read up on them, and I think they tell you that. The nigga used to have it like that. You had to have $1,000 to get in the house.
So let me ask you.
Well, let me ask this: How much does it cost for a hoe there?
I was about to ask him the same thing.
I don't know back then how that was working.
Let's say it's $100, right? Let's say it's $100. That would suggest that he made $100,000 a day.
Yes,
if they're all doing 20. They're all doing 20 guys. Now
that's his money.
Now, it does seem as if the minimum was 10, because 10 times 100 is 1,000 to get in the house. So, but where did the money go?
What you mean where the money go? He had it.
So 100,000 a day is like what, 36 million a year?
He was rich, bro. He's an old. Look, that's what I'm saying. Pop him up.
No, but you said was. Where did the
because
money?
He dead.
Okay, gotcha.
He died in jail. He was strong. He had hoes, right? And then he had girls that he had so long that was on dope. He changed their lives. Like, it's a lot to the story. Like he had girls that he changed their lives, and they wasn't dope heads no more. And they was they worked in the system. They was judges. Like, he actually changed that part that you don't hear about. And then he had the girls that was on drugs, but it was like he would try to get them off drugs and put them in other positions where, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
Where it
but
would benefit them. Yeah, yo, he had power
okay,
like in
so
the good.
no, I'm just gonna say that there are exceptions. However, generally speaking, it is a sensationalized lifestyle, especially now. And they overestimate the amount of power and control that these P's have over the girls. And they do that to put the blame on the P's as opposed to where most of it should be, and that's the girls.
Right. Because if it's 100 a day, like you said, he has to come. What 1,000? He has to bring 1,000. She has to bring 1,000 home, but she couldn't come home.
Thousand to get he had a house right off of community pool, and I never been in it, but they like that shit was like a pal. Like I don't know what the fuck was going on there, but that was where the girls stayed at. Like most of the girls, because he like I said, he had condos where girls would stay at. Like I guess at where his house, certain girls stayed there. Then he had houses and condos all over. You know, he up there with Bishop Don Juan. Like he know Bishop Don Juan. Like you know what I mean? Like authentic. Like these are real old school pimp guys.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. So take Bishop Don Juan for example, right? You know, and according to you're saying that these guys made $34 million a year.
For example, right?
What is happening?
Somebody's echoing. So, I mean, he made $30 million or $35 million a year.
Mel, check your phone.
So he made $35 million a year, and then all of a sudden he's holding Snoop's umbrella, like Farnsworth Bentley. Like, what's up with that? I'm sorry. I think a lot of these dudes exaggerate. I think a lot of these dudes exaggerate the things that we know about them. The
Bishop
things that we know
Don
about
Juan.
them. Huh?
No, go ahead.
Well, I mean, no matter what, Bishop Magic Don Juan is now holding an umbrella for Snoop Dogg while Snoop Dogg is indoors. Okay? He is polishing Snoop Dogg's hat and then putting it on his head. That's what he's doing now. What I'm saying. What I'm saying is that there's a lot of exaggeration going on about the lifestyle, and I think that the news is doing that.
Well, I ain't talking nothing about what I saw in the news. I'm talking about real life. Like you ever heard of look this up? Hush Point in the Bronx. I think it's in the Bronx, and you know what I'm saying? Like my man used to live next door to me. He had just came home. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys that be coming home, they be pimping these girls. Y'all, I was with him one time. We went up. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna give you a couple of hours. I just want you to come up there. I'm about to go pimp this bitch out, shit." So I'm like, "All right." And I be still seeing this girl today on her name Slim and shit. I be seeing her Facebook. Yo, we won. That was the first time I ever saw some shit like that. Yo, I'm like, yo, this shit for real. Like, yo, like this shit y'all watching right here. This ain't shit. I done seen some shit, yo. It's called Hush Point. Like you go on the block, and yo, I'm talking about the block could be dead when it get like 1, 2, yeah. But when it get like 3, 4, yo, it's just like the block get crazy. Pimp start rolling up, cat. It's like I never saw no shit like that, bro. I never saw watch a block transition to where it's like it's bitches out there walking up and down the block with their ass out selling pussy, fucking in cars. Nick bitches getting like it was a whole fucking different world. And I'm like, oh, that shit is for real. And the niggas that had longevity in that, they made money. Yo, my friend, a close friend of mine, he bought a girl for $500, bro. He bought this.
I get what you're saying.
How long did he have her?
I get what you're saying.
He had her for a
I'm
minute.
not saying that it's not. I'm not saying that
a
it's not
minute.
a lucrative. I'm not saying that it's
Hold
not a
on.
lucrative enterprise.
Go
What I
ahead.
am saying is that there's a lot of exaggeration and
Well, no, we get that.
sensationalization
It is.
going on with that. And that's what I was pointing out with the thing, and that's with anything. Like, for one, the P's themselves exaggerate, and then in addition to that, the media, the movie industry exaggerate. Like, that's why you have movies like New Jack City, where they have like computerized doors,
No, yeah, yeah, we
and
know.
yeah, so in $1 million a week business, it's like, okay, that seems like an exaggeration.
Nah, GC, this shit going down out here, bro. What you mean?
Oh,
All right,
really?
real quick, 'cause I
Really?
pulled it up.
GC,
I pulled.
motherfuckers did my AAGC. Motherfuckers out here is doing shit for real. I understand what you're saying about the exaggerate. I get that. But I'm saying like this shit going on out here. Motherfuckers is getting
No,
money.
I
You just
understand that. I understand that's going on. I'm just saying that there's an exaggeration going on as well.
got you. But
You
can
know,
we
and
get
I'm
the
I'm,
Punch
I'm, I'm,
Darby?
saying, I'm saying that. Okay, I'll put it like this. Here's what I mean by exaggeration. I don't doubt that there exists wealthy drug dealers. I do doubt that they exist organization where they have, software engineers with computerized doors and, laminated cards for the fiends, and then when the cops
Oh
come,
yeah, that
they have
no, yeah.
machine guns shoot up. So that's what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, well, that's
That's
all that's
what I mean.
TV.
And
That's TV. I mean, yeah, that's TV.
well, this is TV. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? That's entertainment. Like that's a movie. Like, yeah, that's entertainment. I ain't talking about
Well,
entertainment.
so is this.
No, this real
So is
life. You
this.
see, this
No,
not
I do understand
entertainment.
that.
Hey,
This
guy.
man, what this man was doing
No,
wasn't
I
this is
just
entertainment.
want
entertainment.
to ask you, Blue, is this the guy?
I'm not
Yeah,
talking
that's
about
pretty
what that
good.
man is doing. No, when I say this, I was talking about what we was showing on the OWN network.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go
I'm
back to
saying
Oh
that.
yeah,
that
yeah. Oh yeah.
people
Oh
are
yeah.
going
That's
up
that's
there.
that's. Oh yeah. That's crazy. All that. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah. Well, it's obvious because you see them with the cameras, and it's obvious that's what it is. Yeah, they are exaggerating. I agree. I definitely agree. They trying to figure it out. That's what it is, GC. They trying to figure it out and add
Yeah, and
on
they're and
they
they're telling
own.
lies.
Yeah, 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 yeah. They trying to figure it out and
They're
add on what's going on. But I'm talking about coming from a
exactly.
perspective of knowing people and really knowing insight, like knowing what you've seen and shit. You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying.
All right, guys, fair
No,
use.
I'm critiquing what they're doing here. Well, right quick,
Fair
Melody, please.
use.
I'm critiquing what they're talking about. They're talking about. Oh yeah, they can't walk on the sidewalk, and they have bike people. They have bike lookouts. That circle the block looking at them. That sounds like crap. It sounds like some crap that they made up. That regular people are
Mhm.
riding on their bikes and they just like, oh yeah, it must be a lookout. That sounds like some stupid crap that
Yeah,
they made
yeah,
up.
do.
Even more. We'd only been out on the streets for an hour, and already we were starting to feel like bait in a pool of sharks.
See what's at you?
Mm-hmm.
There are the Johns who drive the demand.
Are you wearing Elvis?
They are from every walk of life: teachers, lawyers, pastors, police officers, and diplomats. Men with baby seats in the backs of their cars.
The men are now swarming.
And tonight, the Johns are out in droves.
So you want to count how many times you see cars roll in circles? Those are going to be tricks, and they're just trying to see if you're working.
So all these cars have men just sitting in them.
They're watching, seeing if they like anything. It's like buying something pretty for them.
Girls disappear to service the Johns, only to reappear again moments later. I want to talk with them, but with the men who control them watching, we can't.
I think that's it. All right. That was
Okay.
crazy.
So what I want to bring up,
Hey,
Melody,
hey, Mel.
about this, because they didn't show the one that I was talking about.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you bring it up?
No,
No, the thing that I wanted to bring up was that the focus of this was on the men, whether it's the Johns or the P's. Like, oh, these guys have baby seats in the back seat of their car. These chicks got baby seats at home. They have a child at sleep at home right now. Like the women are the victims and the men are the perpetrators, whether it's the customers or the P's. Like, there's no accountability for the women in this, at least according to the media.
All right. You are correct. Blue, you had a question for me? Because you said, hey, Mel. So did you have anything to say?
Hush Points, Pimps, and Hoes, Bronx, New York.
No, I was looking at this shit like how the girls used to be up there on Hush Point and in the Bronx. Like that's just crazy, yo. It's just crazy.
It is crazy. My question is, what were the nasty dudes picking up these women on the streets, the streetwalkers? Like, if I was a guy, I wouldn't just pick up streetwalkers. I would call somebody.
Let me tell you,
What I mean?
motherfuckers that be leaving bars drunk as hell. You know what I mean? Don't have no family, work all day, and then they go drink, and then it's 4 a.m, and now they just want to. They in a whole different mindset. They just want to you know what I'm saying? Do shit, and pay. Oh, come on, y'all fucked up. That type of motherfuckers.
Okay. All right. Because I'm thinking it must stink. I mean, she's sitting, her pH balance must be off. She's doing 20 men a day.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's like condoms, it must smell like. And what guys are like sexing after 19 other men if it's about 20 a day? Like,
Yo,
it's just,
them motherfuckers are fuck in the car. Like that shit crazy. Them motherfuckers to pull over and just fucking do shit in the car right there. That's the type of crazy shit was going on in that motherfucker. Look that shit up. Put that shit up. Hush Point. It's like a block, and it was just like shit just going on. Like what the fuck?
no, I believe you. There's other places other than Hush Point that
Like,
was
what
happening.
the? Yeah, but New York City. You know how they say New York City is is different. So that shit was kind of like different.
And it's not like these women go and shower and come back out. They, from what I saw, they get right out the car and go back on the street.
And go. Yo, like a block, like a block, if it's a club on that block and then a whole block be packed and be cars, you know what I'm saying?
I totally understand, but it's getting late. We almost at the 4-hour mark. Anybody else have anything to say before we do final thoughts? I'm getting a little tired myself. GC, you have anything else to add? Blue?
No.
When I was talking, y'all said we ending the show, so I'm out.
No, say finish. No,
we
you
ain't
were
ending it
done.
right now. We ain't ending it right now.
Yeah.
You said anything else to add before we do final thoughts?
Right. I'm not trying to end it while you're speaking.
You did end it while I was speaking.
You got the mic. Go ahead.
I was talking. You're like,
Go ahead, Blue. Go ahead, Blue. Finish your
I'm
thought,
finished.
boy.
I'm finished.
Being funny. Okay. All right. Anybody else have anything to say before we do final thoughts? GC?
No.
All right. I guess we'll do final thoughts. Auntie, are you there? Auntie been asleep.
I remember he said he was stepping away, but he just never came
He
back.
just never came back, yeah. All right. Well, Blue, what are your final thoughts?
I don't have any.
None? All right. GC, final thoughts.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Great show. Great topics, as always. And yeah, I appreciate it.
We appreciate you, of course.
Salute.
Right. We appreciate all of the people who come in for Grown and Sexy Conversations. All right. So I guess you give yours first, then me. then close out?
I guess so, yo. Like I said, this was it's a very interesting show tonight. Crazy topics, crazy situations. I don't know what the hell happened towards the end of this, but all in all, I guess it's all for entertainment, right? But you know, all in all, but seriously, I feel like it was a good show. We had a lot of good dialogue, you know, going back and forth and stuff like that. Even with certain people that I didn't necessarily vibe with on the panel, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? It didn't really deter the show. So, you know what I'm saying? It still was a good show. And like I said, with all the stuff that's going on, like I said earlier, salute to the fathers that's out there handling their business. Salute to all the dads that's out there taking care of the kids, whether they able-bodied or they paraplegic or quadriplegic, whatever. Like, and salute to those fathers that don't get recognized out here, because just know me and a lot of fellas out here, we see y'all, man, and we appreciate every single thing that y'all talk about, everything that y'all do. So salute to you guys. And just like Auntie said with the whole hair situation, if you don't like it, transfer to a place to where they accept it more, because you can't expect to go into an all-white establishment and try to change it like that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do to make sure that your kid grows up to either abide by the rules, or you do something to create your own lane and create your own rules. And as far as the what was the other stuff we talked about? And
So much. It was so much.
Man, let's get rid of all of these damn simps, man. I'm about tired of seeing all of these people just seriously just spending all their hard-earned money on girls that literally are embarrassing them in the public eye. I mean, granted, you are putting yourself out there to be embarrassed, so it is your fault. But I'm just tired of seeing dudes do that, man. Like, if just talk to some women, man. Even if you get shot down, there's plenty of them left, man. You can do that.
What is happening?
Oh yeah, StreamYard acting stupid right now.
I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah. But anyway, man, like I said, if I think of anything, man, I'll wait till H&M finish his thoughts, man. So go ahead, H&M. Do what you gotta do.
Can y'all come back to me real quick? Hold on.
Now we're trying to close out. He's doing his, you're gonna do yours, and then I'm closing out. So you didn't have anything else, Swag?
Okay, guess I'll go. Well, as usual, it was a great show as always. Glad to be a part of it. And I'm going to continue to be a part of it.
Of course. We're glad to have you.
Of course. God damn.
Oh, you can't.
Oh, by the way, did y'all clip that rhyme I made for Game Changers Checkmate panel yet?
I'm going to do that later on.
Damn it, Swag. Take your time. Take your time.
Oh, trust me, by the time the next Checkmate show comes on, it'll be there. So you ain't even got to worry about that.
Don't worry, I'm not. But yeah, like we talked about earlier, our 304, like I said on my own panel, our 304 is winning. I don't think so. A majority of them are not. As far as getting the bag, getting kids by men that they were attracted to and men that they're single moms, if that's the overall end-all be-all goal, then yeah, they winning. But as far as trying to be married and start a family, fuck no, they ain't winning. Nope, they're losing. I mean, seriously, how can you say being a single mom is even a win? Because I did a show on that too. The single mama culture is wrecking our society in more ways than one. So if you're dealing with a man, he's trash and he gets you pregnant, that's an L for you. Well, actually, it's an L for both of y'all. But no, I don't think these 304s are winning in the way that they think they're winning. And like I said, hold on a minute. There we go. Like I said, they're just settling. They ain't doing nothing but just settling for these men that they never wanted at one point. Now they've been used up. They're damaged goods. They're trying to go to church and be born again Christians or born again virgins, whatever you want to call it. That's what they're doing now. So yeah, they're not winning in that sense, if that makes any sense. They're not winning, no.
It makes a lot of sense. So much sense. Is that your final thought?
Oh yeah, that R. Kelly situation. I know it's we off of that, but that R. Kelly situation. Oh man, we knew that man was messed up in the head from day one, based on what we know. You know, knowing what I know now, I look at R. Kelly and Elite Association like, oh my lord, what the hell is going on here? My then 10-year-old self didn't think much of it. This was back in '94. I had to have been at least 10 years old at the time. I didn't think much of it at first, but knowing what I know now, I can't look at that the same anymore. When I look at R. Kelly and Aaliyah, what they were like damn near 30 years ago, I can't look at them the same anymore, knowing what I know, knowing what we know now. So it's crazy.
All right. Are you done with your final thought?
That's my final thoughts. Yep.
All right. Thank you for that. It was awesome, as usual. Thank you. And before I close out, you had anything else to say, Swag?
Like I said, man, it was a great show, interesting show, a show that I ain't never gonna forget. I can tell you that. And like I said, and like I already said, when it came to H&M's topic, said about 304s, when they're like I said, short term yes, long term no, and then I already covered the R. Kelly stuff on my show from a few months ago, so I ain't gonna rehash that all over again. Like if y'all want to see it, you can watch it. You can watch it back on my channel. You can watch it on Melody's channel. She got it. And if she got it on members only, you can chat it out there. But either way, I already discussed it, so I'm not going back over that. So it is what it is. And like I said, great show. And that's all I got to say on that.
All right. Well, I agree with everything you said, Swag. I actually agree with everything everyone said on the panel. We all agreed on the topics today, which was weird because sometimes we don't agree. So, but yeah, everything we agreed with. So I'm not gonna repeat myself. But it was a great show. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you to the audience. Without you guys, there would be no us. Thank you to the panelists. Without you guys, there would be no Grown and Sexy Conversations. And thank you for the cash apps and the super chats. Thank you for everything. This was a dope show. I liked it. I mean, it got a little crazy at times, but I loved it. I always love our shows, whether they're good or whether they're bad. I love them because they're our show. So salute everybody who came. Make sure you subscribe to Killer Swag if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe to Game Changer and everybody who was on the panel. Let me see. Did I miss anything? Oh, share. And yes, we are starting to do that. What do you call that? Where you pay to kick somebody off the panel. You don't like somebody, you have to send me and Swag a cash app, and we will definitely kick them off the panel. Salute to you, Culture.
Shout out to Culture Invasion.
Shout out to you. But yes, guys, we will see you on the next one.
Oh, before I forget, killing them sweet, bringing that heat. Be looking all flying those YouTube streaks.
We appreciate that. So
You betcha.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we out this mug, man. Until next time, deuces.
Deuces, y'all.
Leak better take off.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button.
And you know this, man.